Complex here in Jackson Township, Ohio, at Western Reserve Radio 2. Or the iMedia 1 Network, and proud to bring to you Canton-Akron Jets hockey here on a very early Saturday morning. It's the Jets prepare to take on the Dayton Stealth in Game 1 of what will be a home showcase for the Jets. Hello everyone, Jim Craven with you. High atop center ice here as we get ready for Game 1 of the weekend. The Jets hosting a showcase today as we will have a slew of hockey action here at the Center Ice Sports Complex. We'll start it off by bringing you Game 1 of the Jets here today. Again, take on the Dayton Stealth. And then coming up after that, a special attraction here as we will bring you the Miami Junior Redhawks and Team Ohio and a top 4 matchup here in the USA Hockey Rankings in the state of Ohio. Jets today come in 30-10-1 with an 89.68 rating. They are ranked 3rd according to my hockey rankings. All those rankings in the top 3, just decimal points apart. So everybody battling for that first place as they approach the Buckeye Cup playoffs coming up here at the end of February. Jets they've scored 149 goals here this season, 63 against. They were last in action back on the 24th of January. They took on Team Ohio. That was their senior night. However, took a 3-1 loss. The lone scorer coming from the senior out of West Branch High School, Lucas Black. Connor Mole took the loss in net. He stopped 30 out of 33. Canton-Akron Jets are coached by Sean Houston, assisted by John Evans, Mike Furlong, and Ethan Everhart. And for the Dayton Stealth, they entered today's contest at 19-22-6 with an 88.28 rating. They are ranked 4th, and according to the USA Hockey Rankings here in the state of Ohio, a sub-500 team. However, looking at the schedule, it has been a gauntlet for the Dayton Stealth as they have taken on very high-rated teams, and that has kept them in the top 4, make no doubt. Or have no doubt, excuse me. The Dayton Stealth still a top team here in the state of Ohio. They too were in action last back on the 24th of January. They would take on the Miami Junior Redhawks. Redhawks sitting in the number 1 position here in Ohio. The Stealth would take the 6-2 loss last week. Stealth are coached by Kelly Friedman, and he is assisted by Jared Federley. These two teams met back on November 4th down at the Goggin Ice Center at the University of Miami. This will be their second meeting today. Canton-Akron winning the first one by a score of 4-0. Phantoms were in action last night, took on the Chicago Steel. They get the win on the road, and they will be off tonight, but back in action next weekend. We'll give you all that information as we go along today. And of course, the Phantoms sitting atop the eastern side of the USHL and competing for the Anderson Cup. Just a few seconds before puck drop, we're going to step aside for a quick timeout. When we come back, we'll have Canton-Akron Jets hockey here on Western Reserve Radio 2, part of the iMedia 1 network.
Are you ready to join the legacy? This is your chance to become part of something special with the Youngstown Patricians. Honoring the proud football tradition of the Valley, we're on the lookout for talented post-high school athletes who want to make their mark on the field. Whether you're a seasoned high school athlete, college, or former professional player, develop your skills and become part of a team that values hard work, dedication, and community spirit. Don't wait. Begin your path to the gridiron by visiting youngstownpat.com or contacting us on Facebook at the Youngstown Patricians. Be bold, be legendary, join the Youngstown Patricians today. Are you tired of switching apps just to catch your favorite shows and live events? Say hello to the iMedia 1 Network app, your one-stop destination for streaming and everything that matters. From national sports to exclusive local content, Western Reserve Radio, Western Reserve Radio 2, and CityView Sportscast are now all in one place, anytime, anywhere. Download the free iMedia 1 Network app on iOS and Android and unlock the future of sports audio in the palm of your hand. The iMedia 1 Network, your sports app in the Valley. The Village Tavern's been a beloved local landmark in Hubbard, Ohio for nearly a century, and now it's better than ever. Recently renovated and still serving up the same warm hospitality, the Village Tavern is your go-to spot for great food, cold drinks, and a laid-back atmosphere. Whether you're stopping in for dinner, catching up with friends, or just looking to relax, you'll enjoy a full menu of American favorites, rotating drink specials, and friendly service that makes every visit memorable. Be sure to visit the Village Tavern at 746 North Main Street in Hubbard, right next to Repair That Glass. To learn more, go to villagetavern3.com.
Someone's got to set the tone out there, boys. Someone's got to set it.
The station that sets the tone for Youngstown Phantoms hockey is Western Reserve Radio. WRDB, The Scourge.
You're listening to Canton-Akron Jets hockey on the iMedia One Sports Network. Both teams on the ice here at Canton-Akron, although at home will be designated the visitor there. They're all navy blue uniforms, the light blue trim, light blue numbers with the white outline. As Owens and LaChance will take the face-off to get this one started. Now behind the net is Craven trying to set this up. Going to trap this one back. Get to Lucas Black. Black with a nice feed to LaChance. Chance through center. Get it to Stagmar. Stagmar going to take a bump. This one going to head down behind the net of Brody Guy, getting the start in net for the Dayton Stealth. As Black working from the circle to the right of Guy. We'll have this one knocked away. Get out to the far board. Take a shot and go wide right of the net. And Dayton will try to clear this out through center. Littlejohn tried to get it out, but it's going to be Pryor that's going to slap it right back to LaChance. LaChance going to have it knocked off the stick and back into the Jets defensive zone. Just underway here, 14 minutes on the clock. 15-minute periods today here. As they'll send this one around the far board, out to the far point. Dayton going to drop this now to the right of the Jets netminder. Brent Jankowski in net to our right today. As nicely coming off the bench. Now on the far side, trying to battle through two Stealth players. We'll lose that one. Harrisman had it. Then he'll have it swept away by Nicely. Nicely tried to get it back, but it'll go to Miller from Dayton. Miller will try to dump it deep, but CAK will keep this one in and be sent down ice to the upper left corner. To the left of Guy, working around the net into the lower left corner for Dayton. Harrisman trying to clear it out of the zone. However, Vogelsang trying to get it out as well. Couple blue jerseys in front of him. Now Miller from the far side in front of the Dayton bench. Trying to get it out, and it's just a back and forth affair here. In the neutral zone, Max Morrow now going to chase this one down behind to the right of Jankowski, and it will be icing coming up against the Dayton Stealth. We'll pull this one all the way back to the left of Brody Guy. Braden Guy will take the face-off for Dayton. They'll send this one to the near board and into the corner to the right of Brody Guy. Shot from the circle is going to be snagged out of the air by Guy. Great attempt, but even better stop by the Stealth netminder. Sebastian Dabb taking the face-off in the circle to the left of Guy. And Canton-Akron will win this one. Shot from the blue line by Gage Weaver. He'll take a bump as Balestrino trying to keep it into the Stealth zone, but it'll be cleared as Weaver now will send it to the far side. Deacon Johnson trying to get to it, but it's going to be pushed away by Dayton. They'll battle at the blue line as Dayton feverishly trying to get this one out of the zone. Finally, they will, and through center as that'll be Baldwin trying to send it down ice. It'll be returned to Chavold. Chavold trying to feed it to Dab, but going to be somebody going to reach in and take that one away. Littlejohn to the right of Jankowski going to take the shot wide right of that cage. No chance on that one. Deacon Johnson sending it to the far side. He'll go D to D. Tried to get it to Weaver. Weaver got to chase it down behind the goal line, and it'll be pushed back out as Hickebine will take a shot. And off the chest of Jankowski, and the puck will stay in play. It'll head around the boards to the far side. And a bump from behind. No call there. Jets through center. Far side. Dab going to go down. Tried to jump over the skate of a Stealth player. And when actually they're going to call it and I'm sorry, it's going to be icing coming up against Dayton. We'll pull this one back all the way from our right to our left. Dayton moving left to right. CAK moving right to left. 11:38 left here, first period, no score. Craven, LaChance, Benson, Pryor, and Black all out for the home team. Face off to the right of Guy. LaChance nicely sending this one back to Craven. We'll send this one off the board. Nobody down there in the corner, though, and they'll send it back out to center. Pryor tried to get it back to Craven. He had to reach out, tried to backhand it through center, and Black will send this one all the way around the boards, around the net of Jankowski. Out to Benson. Benson with a nice feed to LaChance. LaChance couldn't hold on to it, and Andrew Kripe going to have to give him a hard time and loosen it up. Benson, though, stepping in, going to keep this one against the board from the circle. Takes a shot, and it's going to go off of Kripe. And a sharp angle shot from the left side of Guy will go high and into the glass, down back to the ice. And an attempted shot by Chance. Pryor coming in, tried to feed one, but it's going to go off the stick of Faulkner. And a battle to the left of Guy. The CAK will loosen this one up. LaChance trying to take the shot, going to be redirected to the right of the cage. Out to the far side. Pryor from the left side of Guy will send this one around the boards and out near the point. Craven in front of him. Faulkner going to send this one deep into the Jets defensive zone. Lucas Black handling this one from the upper right corner. He'll send this one across ice to LaChance. It'll go up the stick of LaChance and in the lower left corner. Benson there, and he will have to fight past Vogelsang. Guy now through center. He'll have a redirected collision there with Barbieri. Barbieri not going to go down, and it will send it in the lower left corner for CAK. This one will go up and out of play. And we will get a whistle as the scoreboard has gone dormant. It's an early morning game. We don't know if the scorekeeper fell down on the board or not. We'll have to check that. All right. So Mason Doris to take the face-off to the right of Guy. And we're going to continue play here. Doris taking the shot from the top of the slot. Couldn't get it to go. Vogelsang now from the far side. Gets to the far board, feeds it out to center. Braden Guy through center. He'll have Little John to his right. Into the inside. Working to the left side of Jankowski. Try to get a shot off, but it's going to go right into the body of a Jets player and back out near the blue line. Scoreboard has now rejoined us. And we have 9:38 left here. As the puck now will sail down to the far side. To the left of Guy through the Dayton zone. CAK trying to loosen this one up. Puck loose at center again. Little John had it, and it'll drift down to center where Jack Barbieri will pick this one up around Jankowski and bring this one all the way down center. He'll airmail it all the way down. Would have been an icing, however. Went off the stick of Harris Vogelsang. And then into the Dayton zone. Morrow keeping it in the lower left corner here. I'll send it out to the circle. Deacon Johnson putting it. And we're going to have a penalty coming up. And we're going to have matching penalties here. As Gabe Littlejohn and Max Morrow will both head to the box. All right, so I believe it's going to be roughing calls against both of these. Or for both of these with 8:59 remaining here in the first period. So we'll stay 5-on-5. It's Toby Owens. And Rossi Braden LaChance will take the face off for CAK. I'll send this one to the lower left corner. Physical game here so far. Hit from behind. LaChance will go down. And he will take a second to recover. However, Charles McGraw going to head to the box. Checking from behind, I believe, is going to be the call.
48 monitor for roughing.
Okay, they're going to call that a roughing. So 2 minutes here for McGraw. As Littlejohn and Morrow both in the box on matching penalties. So CAK will go to the first power play of the day. Stagmeyer, LaChance, Barbieri, Bell, and Weaver on the first power play unit for CAK. Face off to the left of Guy. Go D to D. Stagmeyer from the circle. Taking a shot. Trying to make it through traffic. It'll go off the pad of Brody Guy. Stagmeyer, as we get a whistle.
You're the one on the board. 89, you are.
And not sure why we got a whistle, but the official going to explain this to the Dayton coach, but they're going to pull this one just outside the Dayton zone as LaChance and Owens will take the face-off. 1:51 remaining on the CAK power play. Stagmeyer from center. Trying to send this one down to Bell. Bell into the zone, top of the slot. Tries to take a shot. It's going to be redirected just left of the cage. Back into the slot. It could be a rebound shot by Jack Barbieri. And the Jets get on the board first. 1-0 on the power play. Just 20 seconds into the man advantage. Canton-Akron gets on the board. 1-0. 8:31 remaining here. First period. That will clear the penalty. For Dayton, however, matching penalty still in the box for Littlejohn and Morrow. Face off from center, sent down into the Dayton zone. However, cleared back out immediately. They'll send this one D-to-D back on the far side. Canton-Akron. Weaver setting it to the board. Bell going to swing around and set it down behind the goal line. He'll go down from a hit. As it nicely tried to step in to keep this one behind the net of Guy. It'll be Dayton clearing this one out. Arisman trying to feed it over. And we're going to get a penalty coming up, and I believe Ethan Bell. Oh, now we're going to say offside. All right, disregard that. So it's Canton-Akron trying to play through the zone. Arisman from his own blue line sending this down as Balestrino tried to feed it to Daros. Too much on it. Arisman now setting this one down behind the goal line. Weaver will set it up behind Jankowski and bring it out to the far side. And we're going to get a whistle. All right. Offside call. Had a delayed call coming up, but CAK touched up. They'll drop this one just outside the Jet zone as Dab will take the face off for Canton-Akron. DDD now is Craven. Trying to feed this forward. Nice pass out to Chavold. Chavold, the sophomore out of Jackson High School, taking the shot. And it'll be sent into the upper left corner. Wyatt Dilly trying to clear it back out to the point. As CAK trying to get another shot, but it's going to go off of the stick of Lucas Black. Excuse me, that'll be Dilly, 61. He'll swing around, send this one back down in front of Guy. Guy will hold on to it and set it up for Grant Miller. Miller sending it out. Aaron pass here. Chavold now from the left side. Feeds it to Dilly. Dilly with the fan on the shot. At the top of the slot. Craven, though, now out at center. Chipping this one off the board, trying to get it out to Dilly again, who will send it back into the Dayton zone. We'll send it back across as Stealth will go for a change. Craven backhand again through center. Gets it out to Chavold. Chavold, though, running into Littlejohn. That'll be Lincoln Littlejohn. And from behind the line on Sebastian Dab feeding it over. And an excellent shot by Chavold, but an even better stop by Brody Guy. And the clock will stop with 6:37 remaining here in the first period. Morning to everybody listening in as we check our social media. Face off to the left of Guy. Morning, Gwen. As Owens now sending this one down towards Jankowski. He'll cover it up. And that will stop the clock with 6:24 to go here, first period. Early morning game here. Canton-Akron will be back on the ice at 2:40. They will take on the Miami Junior Redhawks. Face off to the left of Jankowski this time. It'll be Black and Owens. And this one will be sent all the way down towards Brody Guy, who will sweep this one over for McGraw. Back and forth behind the net. He'll send this one out to Lincoln Littlejohn, and it'll be Owens down ice, but Black with the back check, getting it over to Craven. Craven sending it out to center. Try to get it to Benson. Too much on it, though. And it'll be Lucas Black coming in like a wrecking ball, but he'll get the puck to Littlejohn, who will take the shot, and we'll have a glove save by the senior out of Hoover High School, Brent Jankowski. Both teams going for a wholesale change here. 5:55 remaining. First period, Jets with a 1-0 lead. Jets score coming off a power play and a score by the junior out of Jackson High School, Jack Barbieri. Face off to the left of Jankowski. Harrison going to win this one. He'll have his pocket picked, and it'll be Marl that will send this one around out to the board. Bell trying to send it out to center, but the only person out there was Hinkabine. And he'll send this one right back behind Jankowski, where Morrow and Arisman will collide, trying to get to it. They'll battle up here. There's throwing a little elbow into the jaw of Morrow. That'll loosen up the puck with 5:25 remaining in first period. Jets now out of their own zone through center as Mason Doris had it. Kind of fumbled it. Barbieri backing him up, keeping it in the zone. Faulkner there for Dayton. Matter of fact, both Faulkners there. And now Doris had the puck, got removed from it. And now Ethan Bell coming in, trying to take a shot, swept away by Guy. Down in the lower left corner, send it out to the point. Barbieri trying to keep it in the zone, nicely backing him up. Barbieri, though, can't handle it nicely, though. We'll help him out, and it'll be Doris that will send it right back behind Guy. And the Jets will have to clear the zone. That'll give an opportunity for a change as Dayton will airmail this one all the way down ice. Past Morrow. Morrow behind the net of Jankowski. Now 4:39 remaining here, first period. Jets with a 1-0 lead. And back out to the near board. Chavold through center. Trying to work great. He's going to take a shot high and low. And a rebound shot coming from Wyatt Dilley. Chavold fortunately getting up from that one. Kind of high load. Clean shot, though, as Vogelsang had the puck at center. He'll spin this one around. He'll pirouette and send it around behind the goal line, behind Jankowski. Barbieri sending it to the far side. Weaver trying to feed it out. He'll get some resistance here, and now it'll be Weaver recovering the puck through center. Trying to get into the zone. Trying to work past Miller, and we're going to get an offside call coming up against Dayton. We'll bring this one just outside the stealth zone. 3:57 remaining here in the first frame of this very early morning tilt. Kudos to the ones that had to drive a long distance to get here. Might be some Youngstown folks. LaChance off the faceoff, going to send this in the lower left corner. Tyler Quinn going to step in, send it back out to center. Balestrino, the sophomore out of Mineral Ridge High School, trying to feed it to Black. Too much on it, and it'll send it back into the Jets' defensive zone. Balestrino from the near board going to take this one off and try to redirect it out to LaChance, but took a funny bounce and headed out to Dayton, who will send it down behind Jankowski. Jets now recovering. Get it out to Black. Black to Stagmeyer. Stagmeyer through center, working from the left side. A guy takes a shot right into the belly of the stealth netminder. And the clock will stop with 3:24 remaining here in the first period. Coming up after this, it'll be the Miami Junior Redhawks and Team Ohio taking the ice. We'll bring you all that action as well. Special attraction here on the iMedia One Network. Stagmeyer take the face-off to the right of Guy for CAK. They'll win this one. LaChance taking a shot from the top of the circle, and it'll be redirected out to center. Balestrino trying to clear it back out. Dayton, however, will get it, send it to the far side, and have it sent down to the right of Jankowski. Weaver feed it to Balestrino. Balestrino back to Weaver in the upper right corner. Sending it through center. Nice pass to Ollie Stagmeyer. Stagmeyer feeding LaChance, the captain, into the zone. Takes a shot. It's going to be redirected by Charles McGraw. And LaChance trying to feed it back out in front of Guy. Nobody there as it just sat there for a moment. Lucas Black coming in to feed this one back down deep. Balestrino trying to keep it in. Arisman there for Dayton as well. Working from the near board. The puck will sail back out to center, and the puck will go to a Jack Pryor coming right off the bench. Nicely, we'll feed this to LaChance into the stealth zone. Dropping this one in front of the net. Got to be redirected to the far side to Gabe Littlejohn. He'll lose the puck, and it'll be Canton-Akron D to D as Craven will send us along the boards out to Black. Black with the backhand. Down behind Guy. Black will head to the bench. He'll be replaced by Ethan Bell. Out to the far side, Tavin Baldwin. He tried to feed this one over to right, and he'll get it to Bell. Doris now stepping in. He'll spin around, send this one deep into the zone right in front of Guy. Guy will set it up for Andrew Kripe. Stealth, sending it out to center. Jack Pryor, the only one there. He'll take the shot, and it'll go right in front of Guy. Guy will keep it in play. And I don't know if he knew where the puck was. He stood up. The puck came out of his equipment, but made the save nonetheless. Craven sending us off the board. Bell into the zone. Takes a shot. Glove save by Brody Guy. 1:37 remaining here, first period. Jets with the 1-0 lead. Canton-Akron with our crack team of stats here. I'm going to tell you, right, this is some video game type stats. Canton-Akron out shooting Dayton 14-3 through the first period here. Puck off the back of the post as Craven had it. Puck loose in front of Jankowski, and he's going to stop it. Spacholski there for Dayton was looking for the rebound, as well as Grant Miller, and we'll get a stoppage with 1:15 to go here in the first period. Team Ohio and the Miami Junior Redhawks scheduled for 9:40 will probably be a few minutes behind. So we may step back to network for a little bit and then come back here as Lucas Black and Toby Owens will take the face-off to the left of Jankowski. They'll chip this one out the center. Vogelsang will chase it down. Black right behind him, though. He'll have to turn around, get a chance. Working from the circle to the right of Guy. Got some resistance. Benson dropping it to Black. Black to the right of Guy. Trying to feed it over to Lucas Black. Couldn't get the angle. And Barbieri will send this one down behind the net of Guy. Dayton now through center. Federley taking the shot. It'll be swept away. A rebound shot attempted by Toby Owens. Couldn't get to it in time, though. Puck now to the near side. Benson feeding it out to Braden LaChance. LaChance working to the inside. 3 white jerseys in front of him. He'll go down. And we got some equipment out on the ice. That much contact. Barbieri taking the shot and almost got his second goal of the day. Blocker side save by Brody Guy. Morrow from the point. Taking the shot. Easy save by Guy. They'll work just in front of the Dayton stealth net, and this one will head all the way down behind the goal line. Icing coming up against Dayton. 9.7 seconds remaining in the first period. Dayton now up to 6 shots on net. Canton-Akron 16. Canton-Akron controlling the time of possession here through 1. As Alan Faulkner will take the shot, and a rebound shot by Ethan Bell. Bell, the senior out of Jackson High School, gets the Jets' second goal of the period. 7.2 seconds remaining here. First frame, Jets take a 2-0 lead on a very docile, a very tired crowd here at Center Ice. Mason Doris and Tavin Baldwin to take the face off here. They'll send this one down behind Guy. Stealth trying to clear it out of the zone. Doris going to get there, though, and that's going to bring us to the end of the first period here in Jackson Township. After 1, the Canton-Akron Jets, they will take a 2-0 lead into the second period. We'll step aside for a timeout. You're listening to Canton-Akron Jets hockey here on Western Reserve Radio 2, a part of the iMedia One network.
Discount Power Sports LLC is continuing to grow. They offer ATVs, dirt bikes, go-karts, electric bicycles, while offering off-road power sport repair services. Located at 758 North Main Street in Hubbard, right next to the newly renovated Village Tavern. Discount Power Sports LLC also offers financing and accepts all major credit cards. Discount Power Sports LLC, find them online at discountpowersports.biz. Discount Power Sports LLC, where value meets adventure.
To the stations that are always ahead of the game. Western Reserve Radio, Western Reserve Radio 2, and City View Sportscast. Youngstown, Ohio.
You're listening to Canton-Akron Jets hockey on the iMedia One Sports Network.
Jets end the stealth. Second period coming up here. Jets with a 2-0 lead. Scores coming from Jack Barbieri. That coming with 8:31 left in the first period. He'll get the helper from LaChance on a power play. And then with just 7 seconds left, Ethan Bell with the helper from Rossi Nicely gives the Jets a 2-0 lead. Toby Owens take the face off against Mason Doris. We'll switch sides here. Jankowski in the net to our left. Guy to our right. And they will send this one up into the Canton-Akron bench. The faceoff coming just outside of the stealth zone. Nicely winning this one. He'll spin around, send this one deep behind Guy. It'll be Kripe. They will set it up to the far side. Send this one out to Federley. And it's going to be taken away by Nicely again. Nicely trying to feed it through center. Looking to feed Doris. And a nice stop by Guy on about a 1-foot shot. Brody Guy, great job tracking that one. 14:37 left here in the second frame. Game one of a showcase weekend here. Not a tournament, it's a showcase weekend. All the top teams in the state here as Doris will, or excuse me, that will be Dab taking the face off out to the far side. Dilly getting to it, and he'll set that on for Johnson. Johnson going to have it swept away, and Erisman now through center will send this out, and it'll be Weaver to get there before Faulkner. Back out to center. Dilly trying to get past Vogelsang, and it'll go on the stick of Dab. Dab into the zone. Trying to work around three white jerseys. He'll have it swept away, however, backed up by Deacon Johnson. Johnson trying to keep it in. And Erisman, though, will take it out. He'll have it knocked off his stick, and he'll send out to Weaver. Weaver to Dilly through center. Wyatt Dilly trying to get into the zone. The puck just hanging out there now, and Faulkner. That'll be Alan Faulkner sending it to the far side. Shot wide right of the cage by Alan Faulkner Jr. And it'll be CAK from the far side trying to feed it in, but Faulkner there. And he'll disrupt the play. And the puck sailing all the way down towards Brody Guy. And they're going to say no icing on this one. As the Stealth working through their own zone, trying to get out the center. Trying to feed it out, but Jack Pryor poking it away. Pryor looking for an option. Gets it out to Benson on the near side. Tyler Benson down the near board. Feed it to LaChance. LaChance taking a shot. And the puck sail there. Pryor with the rebound shot wide left. And Stagmeyer was the closest one to it, though. However, it's going to be Faulkner. Excuse me, that'll be Pennington. Sending it down to the ice as Jack Pryor will steal it. And it'll bounce around in front of the net of Brent Jankowski. Craven in there as well as Pryor. Craven now going to chase it to the far left side. Pursued by Braden Guy. And they'll get it through center. LaChance from the top of the slot. Takes a shot wide right of the cage. 12:55 remaining here, and we're going to have some contact on the lower right board, and I believe we're going to have a penalty coming up. And we'll see this one's going to be against, and I believe it's going to be Lucas Black, who decided to play the hard-hitting safety. Official saying he didn't even have the puck. So an interference call coming up against Lucas Black. Black will head to the box for 2 minutes. And the Dayton Stealth will head to their first power play of the day as the faceoff will come to the right of Jankowski. Braden Guy taking the faceoff. He'll take this one. Excuse me, that's not Lucas Black in the box. Vogelsang from the blue line trying to feed it into the left of Jankowski. Have it swept away by Craven. Puck still loose. And the net going to come off of its mooring. Correction, that's LaChance in the box. My apologies to Lucas Black. We tend to blame him for those things. Craven, Pryor, Bell, Black, all on the special teams for Canton-Akron. 12:41 remaining here in the second period. 1:48 left on the man advantage for Dayton. Face off to the left of Jankowski. His guy will get tied up. And Pryor tried to reach in there, but it'll be Owens. Guy tried to take a sharp angle shot. No rebound there, and it'll send to the far side as Guy tried to feed it out. From the top of the circle now, wide left of the cage as Oliver Hinkabine tried to take the shot. Vogelsang now sending it to the near side. Federley taking a shot, knocked away. Puck back out to center as Vogelsang going to send this to the far side. He'll get this over to another defenseman. Having poked away by Lucas Black. Black trying to take the shot. Back looking for the backhand. Couldn't get to it. And a great stop by Hinkabine. Actually a penalty coming up. And they're going to call it a hold. So that will negate the man advantage for Dayton. We'll be 4-on-4 for the next minute 13. As Oliver Hinkabine will head to the box for interference. So minute 13 will be 4-on-4. And then for the remaining 47 seconds here, Canton-Akron will go to a power play. Stagmeyer taking the face-off for CAK to the right of Guy. He'll send it out to the blue line, D to D, Barbieri. Little problem handling it. He'll take it around the net. trying to feed it in front. Back out to the top of the circle. Morrow taking a shot wide left of the cage. Tyler Benson there for the recovery. Benson working to the left of Guy along the red line. Back out to the slot looking for a shot. And Dayton will clear this one out to center. Stagmeyer trying to poke it back in. But McGraw holding it steady in the neutral zone. Stagmeyer now trying to get into the zone. Works through 3 white jerseys. Almost had it. And was backed up by Morrow. Morrow got a half-hearted shot off. And we'll have 38 seconds left on the penalty to LaChance. Canton-Akron from behind the goal line. From behind, Jankowski will send this all the way down. I believe we'll get an icing call coming up against Canton-Akron. We'll bring this one back all the way from the right to the left. 23 seconds remaining on the penalty to LaChance. A minute 10 left on the penalty to Dayton. Oliver Vogelsang in the box. 2 Vogelsangs on the roster, actually. Harris as well. Face off to the right of Jankowski. Dayton winning this one. Owen's going to spin around, send it in the upper left corner. Hanging out in the circle to the left, Jankowski. Finally picked up by Bell. Bell sending it all the way down. Vogelsang trying to chase it down. Black right behind him. And we'll get the icing call coming up against Canton-Akron. 6 seconds remaining on the penalty to LaChance. 53 seconds remaining on the penalty to Oliver Hinkabine. Face off to the right of Jankowski. Black to take this one. Official's going to back everybody out of the circle. And Black trying to tie it up. Finally going to drop this one back to Weaver. Weaver clearing it out to center. Vogelsang, though, feeding it over to Kreit. We'll send it down into the Jets' defensive zone. And Weaver sweeping this one around to the far side. Balestrino feeding it out to Black. Not a clean pass there, but LaChance coming in after he cleared the penalty and gets it through center. Ethan Bell trying to keep it into the zone, but Kreit going to clear it out enough to Canton-Akron. We'll have to reset Weaver. Trying to work past Owens. Ethan Bell back him up. We'll bring it into the Dayton zone from the top of the circle. LaChance taking a shot off the pad of Guy and up into the netting with 10:20 remaining here in the second period. .14 seconds left on the Dayton penalty. Braden Guy, Mason Dars for the faceoff to the right of Brody Guy and into the far board. Guy will clear this one out to center. Craven going to send it right back down into the zone right in front of Brody Guy. And he'll set it up to the right as they will try to clear it all the way down ice. And I thought the penalty expired. They sent it all the way down behind Jankowski, but they'll let that one go. They'll get it out to center. Guy from center, sending it down, trying to get into the Jets' defensive zone. Pushed away by Craven into the upper left corner. On the right side of Jankowski, Bell sending it to the far side and out to center. Vogelsang now from the red line, trying to get it in the zone. Nicely, though, will return the favor. He'll send this one down. It'll go off the stick of Tyler Quinn and down in front of Brody Guy, who will cover it up, and we'll have 9:26 remaining here in the second period. Jets with a 2-0 lead. Goals coming from Barbieri and Bell for Canton-Akron. Sebastian Dabb to take the faceoff against Alan Faulkner. To the right of Guy, working inside. He'll send it to the right corner now is Wyatt Dilly. Trying to feed this one around to Thor Chavold. Chavold along the board, sending it to Dabb. Dabb trying to battle to keep it in, but too many white jerseys as Faulkner had it. Chavold, though, stepping in to disrupt the play. Back out to center, and it'll be Dilly trying to send it back down on the zone. Was held up by Arisman, and he'll send it head down behind Guy. He will feed it back out to the blue line. Pryor sending it to the far side, past Dilly. Couldn't connect on the pass. Arisman trying to get it out of the zone, and he'll do just that out to the red line. Canton-Akron with a backhand down to Sebastian Dabb. Dabb into the zone, 2-on-1. If they can connect on it, takes a shot right into the chest of Guy. And the clock will stop with 8:45 to go here, third period. Folks listening in this morning. Nate Koblentz listening in. Good morning, Nate. As well as Tammy Arisman. We're going to assume that's a relation to Jake. Face off to the right of Guy. The chance, feed this back out, and right off the stick of Morrow as Jack Barbieri will try to beat Little John to it, spinning around, send it back out to center to Stagmar. Stagmar feed it to LaChance. LaChance trying to work past Federley, and he'll lose the puck. As Little John will try to get this one back down to the Jet zone. Barbieri going to take this one around Jankowski. Upper left corner, off the board, and trying to get a redirect shot from Dayton, but Hinkemine going to send this one down behind the goal line. Lower left corner, Barbieri working to the right of Jankowski. Sending it D to D. Morrow feeding it across ice. Trying to get it to Stagmeyer. Went off Stagmeyer's stick and right to Gideon Wright. On the right side of Jankowski, Stagmeyer trying to find a path to get away. And he'll send this one out to center. Where Hinkemine will wait for it. He'll kick this one with a skate. And it'll be redirected down behind the net. Oh, Brent Jankowski. Barbieri had it. Dangerously close to putting that puck right in front of the net. And now loose. For Canton-Akron to send this one back out to the blue line. Tyler Benson now. Feed this one to LaChance. LaChance trying to get into the zone. He'll dump it deep. I think it might. We'll bring this one around here. We got a delayed penalty coming up against Canton-Akron. 7:28. Oh, correction. That was an offside. And Barbieri working against Tavis Baldwin. So the right of Jankowski. CAK will loosen this one up, and Vogelsang will set this one down at center. However, nicely getting to him. Nicely trying to get a shot off. Couldn't gather his feet under him. He'll lose his stick. And we're going to get a penalty. A slashing call coming up. As Dayton will head to the box. Harris Vogelsang will head to the sin bin for 2 minutes. 7:08 left here, second period. Jets with a 2-0 lead. They go back to the man advantage. Again, coming up after this, Team Ohio and the Miami Junior Redhawks. A 1-2 matchup. As the face-off to the right of Guy will go to Canton-Akron. Stagmeyer forcing this one down behind the net. Benson trying to get to it. He'll trip over a Dayton player. LaChance now going D to D. Weaver from the top of the slot, feeding the circle to the right of Guy. Stepping in, taking the shot, looking for the rebound, and some action in front of the net, but the puck will be sent to the far side as CAK will set up their offense one more time. Weaver feed it down to the circle to the left of Guy. LaChance to Stagmeyer. Stagmeyer taking a shot, trying to get it through traffic. It'll be redirected to the right of Brody Guy. Back out to the blue line. Stagmeyer going D to D again. Weaver dropping it for LaChance. LaChance couldn't handle the pass, just couldn't connect on it. A little bit sloppy, but Gage Weaver will chase this one down. 1:18 left on the man advantage for Canton-Akron. 6:22 left here, second frame. LaChance had the puck. He'll feed it to Weaver behind the net. Getting some pressure from Spacholski. And now Weaver through center. Trying to work through two white jerseys. Sends it around to the far side. And Bell in the upper right corner. He'll take a bump, however, he'll get backed up by Gage Weaver. Back from behind the net now. Charles McGraw sending it all the way down ice with 50 seconds left on the CAK power play. Jankowski setting it up for Stagmeyer. Stagmeyer with Owens in front of him. Will drop past this one to LaChance. The captain trying to get out of the jet zone. Will drop it nicely for Gage Weaver. Weaver, the senior out of Strasburg High School. Weaver feeding across center. Trying to get over to Jack Barbieri, the junior defenseman. However, they'll stay all the way down where Andrew Kripe will try to clear it out of the zone. And finally, he'll get this to Toby Owens. He'll get it back into the jet zone. Tries to take a shot from the left side of Jankowski. He'll stop it, keep the puck in play. And Dilly with the recovery will send it all the way through center. He'll work down the right side and have the puck knocked away by Kripe. Contact behind the net of Guy and back out where Craven will come off the bench, backhand it down into the zone. Tyler Quinn trying to get it back out. And this one will head down behind the goal line. We're back to 5-on-5 here. 5:02 left here. Second period. Jets with a 2-0 lead. Black from the jet zone. Feeds it to Deacon Johnson. Johnson working past Kripe. Kripe went down on his own. Looked like he had an opportunity. Took the shot and stopped by Guy. Pryor out to the far side. Feed it to Craven. Craven setting it down to the right of Guy. Jets have to clear the zone, and we're going to get a puck out of play as it heads up into the ceiling. And the clock will stop with 4:38 to go here, second period. Face off to come just outside of the Dayton zone. Braden Guy, Mason Doris for the draw. Nicely trying to step in. Craven from the red line, banking this one off the board, try to get it out to Nicely. Have it sent back to him by Grant Miller. Upper right corner. It'll be Dayton to try to clear this one out. Craven with the angle now. He'll try to set this one. Send this one off the board. However, couldn't get all of it. Guy has it. And then try to set it towards the net, but Pryor with the interception. We'll send this one back out. Mason Doris. 1-on-1. 2-on-1 developing if they move. Trying to get it out to Ethan Bell, but just went barely off the stick of a Dayton player. Craven stepping up to keep this one in the zone. And Miller from behind the net, sending it around the boards where Dayton tried to get out. Little John had it. Ethan Bell, though, with the back check. And we'll send us down behind the goal line. Trying to feed it in the slot nicely to Doris. Couldn't connect on it. Pryor keeps it in the zone. Far side. Dayton sending it back out to center. Jake Arizman all by himself. 4-on-1. We'll send this one down deep in the zone. He'll take a hit from Bell and recover quickly. Craven, lower left corner, out to Ethan Bell. Bell trying to drop it for Mason Doris, but didn't have enough on it. And it'll be sent back down in the Jet zone by Vogelsang. Back out to center. Mason Doris racing for it. Try to beat a Griffin Federley coming off the bench. And now Canton-Akron back out to center. Craven reaching for it. He'll head to the near board and sweep this one down. Nice to Ethan Bell. Bell from the circle from the left of Guy. Works to the inside. He's going to go down. And I believe we're going to get, I don't know if they're going to call it a kneeing or a tripping. Ethan Bell, though, fortunately, got right back up. No retaliation there. As Harris Vogelsang will head to the box. For 2 minutes, 3:08 remaining here, second period. They're going to call that tripping. I've seen ballerinas do pirouettes as nice as that. All right. But the wrecking ball, Ethan Bell, is okay. Face off to the left of Guy. Owens and LaChance will take it. Benson, Stagmeyer, Weaver, LaChance, and Barbieri. The first power play unit out for Canton-Akron. 3 minutes left here, second period from the blue lines. Stagmeyer sending it down to Benson to the right of Guy. Back out to the blue line. Weaver feeding it to the LaChance. LaChance across the ice. Stagmeyer taking the shot, trying to get through traffic. Going to go off the pad of Guy and sent back out where Stagmeyer will keep it in. And we're going to get a whistle where the net will come off of its moorings. The official going to use Guy's water bottle to fix that. Second period here, Jets out shooting Dayton 8-1 already. Face off to the right of Guy, out to Stagmeyer. Stagmeyer dropping this down behind the net where Barbieri will try to battle for it. Lower right corner here, and Canton-Akron will keep possession. Weaver from the blue line to the far side to Stagmeyer. Stagmeyer taking a shot. Stopped by Guy and headed back behind the goal line. Sent out to center as Weaver will drift back. Jets will have to vacate the zone. He'll send it D to D to Ollie Stagmeyer. Stagmeyer through center into the Dayton zone, trying to work to the right of Guy. 106 remaining on the power play. 2:12 remaining second period. LaChance from the circle. Takes a shot. Pad save by Guy to the far side. Benson back out to the blue line. Weaver taking the shot from a long distance. And it'll go off the stick of a Dayton player and behind the net. Guy trying to clear it. Back out. It'll go off the stick of Stagmeyer. Rebound out to Dayton where Weaver is waiting for it. Out at center. He'll get it to LaChance. LaChance back into the Dayton zone. 38 seconds left on the CAK power play. 1:43 left in the second period. Puck loose. It'll be kept in. High stick. Oh, I'm going to say no. Black will keep this one in the zone. Barbieri to the right of Guy now in the circle. Will skate this one around. He'll get it out to Weaver. Weaver going D to D. Black from the top of the circle takes a shot. Pad saved by Guy. This one will go to the right to Barbieri and onto the near side. Back out to the blue line. Weaver going to try it again and stopped again by Brody Guy. 11 seconds remaining on the Jets power play. 1:19 to go here, second period. We'll bring you Team Ohio and the Miami Junior Redhawks coming up after this. Scheduled for 9:40, but Considering it is 8:51 and we were through the second period, that will probably be a delayed start. Sebastian Dabb to take the face off for Canton-Akron. Pryor feed this one back down to Deacon Johnson. Johnson going to chase it down. Dabb going to get to it first, though. Pryor from the left side of Guy takes a shot, pad save, and that will clear the penalty for Dayton. Vogelsang will head back to the ice. He'll actually go to the bench and be replaced by Griffin Federley. From the upper right corner, Chavold battling in there for the puck. They'll send it back out to the blue line. Craven going to keep it in. He'll bank this one off the boards and send it down behind the net, where McGraw will wait for it. Craven, though, will have to chase this one out to center. Jets will vacate the zone, and Dayton will clear this one back out to center. Jack Pryor trying to take a shot from mid-ice. And Tyler Quinn will send this one around the board. Littlejohn feeding it out to center, but Jack Pryor again there. He'll take another shot. Pad save by Guy. Under 30 seconds to play here, second period. As the puck will sail after Chavold trying to get to it. Owen's going to get to it first. Craven stuck in a 2-on-1, and it's going to be a nice stop by Brent Jankowski that will send this one back as Chavold will try to hold on to it. Last 13 seconds of the second period. And for the circle left of Jankowski, there'll be a shot that'll go wide left of the cage, and we're going to get a whistle. As great defensive play there in that series. Craven with the 2-on-1. Jankowski with the stop. The clock actually ran down all the way to 8.6 seconds. Jets with a 2-0 lead. Face off to come to the right of Jankowski as we round out the second period here. Alan Faulkner to take the face off to the right of Jankowski. Draw. Trying to go D to D. Had the puck hemmed up a little bit. Faulkner will take a backhanded shot. Nothing there. And that will bring us to the end of the second period. After two, Canton-Akron Jets will take a 2-0 lead into the third period. We'll step aside for a timeout. We'll come back, talk about some of the numbers, some of the upcoming games coming along this weekend, and all that and more. You are listening to Canton-Akron Jets Hockey here on Western Reserve Radio, part of the iMedia One Network.
Lena's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and halushki. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard, or call 234-254-8532.
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier that makes sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday, 10 to 4, and Saturday, 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane. They got gas.
Discount Power Sports LLC is continuing to grow. They offer ATVs, dirt bikes, go-karts, electric bicycles, while offering off-road power sport repair services. Located at 758 North Main Street in Hubbard, right next to the newly renovated Village Tavern. Discount Power Sports LLC also offers financing and accepts all major credit cards. Discount Power Sports LLC. Find them online at discountpowersports.biz. Discount Power Sports LLC, where value meets adventure.
Are you ready to hit the gridiron and make your mark? The Cleveland Cobras are recruiting players and coaches for the upcoming Premier Amateur Football League season. We're looking for passion, grit, and the relentless drive to win. Whether you're a seasoned vet or hungry rookie, your shot starts now. Join a brotherhood, build a legacy, strike with the Cobras. Follow us on Facebook at Cleveland Cobras Football, or for league information, visit PAFLfootball.com to get started today. Team Pride Cobras. Village Tavern's been a beloved local landmark in Hubbard, Ohio for nearly a century, and now it's better than ever. Recently renovated and still serving up the same warm hospitality, the Village Tavern is your go-to spot for great food, cold drinks, and a laid-back atmosphere. Whether you're stopping in for dinner, catching up with friends, or just looking to relax, you'll enjoy a full menu of American favorites, rotating drink specials, and friendly service that makes every visit memorable. Be sure to visit the Village Tavern at 746 North Main Street in Hubbard, right next to Repair That Glass. To learn more, go to villagetavern3.com. Are you ready to join the legacy? This is your chance to become part of something special with the Youngstown Patricians. Honoring the proud football tradition of the Valley, we're on the lookout for talented post-high school athletes who want to make their mark on the field. Whether you're a seasoned high school athlete, college, or former professional player, develop your skills and become part of a team that values hard work, dedication, and community spirit. Don't wait. Begin your path to the gridiron by visiting youngstownpat.com or contacting us on Facebook at the Youngstown Patricians. Be bold, be legendary, join the Youngstown Patricians today.
The stations that always keep you in the zone.
I love it.
It's awesome.
Western Reserve Radio, Western Reserve Radio 2, and City View Sportscast, Youngstown, Ohio.
You're listening to Canton-Akron Jets hockey on the iMedia One Sports Network. Intermission time here at center ice. Jets take a 2-0 lead into the break here as we have an ice cut between the second and third period. Goals coming from Jack Barbieri and Ethan Bell, with the assists from Braden LaChance and Rossi Nicely, respectively. Canton-Akron 1 for 3 on the power play, but the most telling number here so far, Canton-Akron outshooting Dayton 30-8. Jets will be back in action today at 2:40. They will take on the Miami Junior Redhawks. As I'm questioned on the time here, but I believe that is going to be a 2:40 start. If not, we will correct that as soon as we find out for sure. But our understanding was that is going to be a 2:40 start here at center ice. Of course, Team Ohio and the Redhawks coming up here. Originally scheduled for 9:40, but we'll most likely be running behind. We're going to step aside for another timeout. We come back, third period action coming up here from center ice. You are listening to Canton-Akron Jets hockey here on Western Reserve Radio 2, a part of the iMedia One network.
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier. Then make sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday 10 to 4 and Saturday 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane. They got gas.
Watch this. Let's face it. What a time to be making a hockey show.
Nice. Just when I thought last year couldn't be topped.
Let's know what they're in for here.
Here we are.
I'm scared of you guys.
Under the bed. Once, this woman put back together a teenage girl's broken heart, which had been shattered in 1,000 pieces, just by giving her a bear hug. She masqueraded as a regular person at work, but as a superhero at home. Everyone knows her as Gabriella. I still call her Mom.
Your hero needs you now, and AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need to help, complete with tips and resources at aarp.org/caregiving. A public service announcement brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Are you ready to join the legacy? This is your chance to become part of something special with the Youngstown Patricians. Honoring the proud football tradition of the Valley, we're on the lookout for talented post-high school athletes who want to make their mark on the field. Whether you're a seasoned high school athlete, college, or former professional player, develop your skills and become part of a team that values hard work, dedication, and community spirit. Don't wait. Begin your path to the gridiron by visiting youngstownpat.com or contacting us on Facebook at the Youngstown Patricians. Be bold, be legendary, join the Youngstown Patricians today.
Warren and Salem's local and national sports talk can be found on TuneIn and the Live 365 app at Western Reserve Radio. WRDB, The Scourge.
Western Reserve Radio is the Valley's online source for sports talk and local live events. Tune in and be a part of their live weekly shows, as well as all of the hard-hitting action of Youngstown Phantoms hockey, high school football, and the GDFL. Find them at westernreserveradio.com. Tune in and the Live 365 app to be a part of the area's sports conversation. Be sure to visit them on Facebook at Western Reserve Radio and on Twitter at WR_radio.
Recently renovated and still serving up the same warm hospitality, the Village Tavern is your go-to spot for great food, cold drinks, and a laid-back atmosphere. Whether you're stopping in for dinner, catching up with friends, or just looking to relax, you'll enjoy a full menu of American favorites, rotating drink specials, and friendly service that makes every visit memorable. Be sure to visit the Village Tavern at 746 North Main Street in Hubbard, right next to Repair That Glass. To learn more, go to villagetavern3.com.
Think back to the beginning. That first game. That first jersey. That first moment when you knew you'd found your place. What you wear today started with a feeling. A feeling that changed everything. NHL Shop, a Fanatics experience.
Are you ready to hit the gridiron and make your mark? The Cleveland Cobras are recruiting players and coaches for the upcoming Premier Amateur Football League season. We're looking for passion, grit, and the relentless drive to win. Whether you're a seasoned vet or hungry rookie, your shot starts now. Join a brotherhood, build a legacy, strike with the Cobras. Follow us on Facebook at Cleveland Cobras Football, or for league information, visit PAFLfootball.com to get started today. Team, pride, Cobras.
Youngstown, Warren, and Salem Sports Talk is on the iMedia One Network, Western Reserve Radio, Western Reserve Radio 2, and City View Sportscast.
Back here as we are just moments away from third period action here at the Center Ice Sports Complex. Jets with a 2-0 lead over the Dayton Stealth. Following this game, we will bring you the Miami Junior Redhawks and Team Ohio. The second game of the day here at this showcase, hosted by the Canton-Akron Jets. Miami Junior Redhawks sitting in the number 1 spot. Team Ohio sitting just behind them in the number 2 slot. Jets in the number 3 spot, and the Dayton Stealth at number 4. So top 4 teams in the state able to be seen here this morning right in Canton, as they will be all looking forward to the Buckeye Cup coming up at the end of February. And look, Canton-Akron looking to repeat as state champions. We'll step aside for one more break. When we come back, we'll have the puck drop here. Third period action coming up here on Western Reserve Radio, part of the iMedia One Network.
Village Tavern's been a beloved local landmark in Hubbard, Ohio for nearly a century, and now it's better than ever. Recently renovated and still serving up the same warm hospitality, the Village Tavern is your go-to spot for great food, cold drinks, and a laid-back atmosphere. Whether you're stopping in for dinner, catching up with friends, or just looking to relax, you'll enjoy a full menu of American favorites, rotating drink specials, and friendly service that makes every visit memorable. Be sure to visit the Village Tavern at 746 North Main Street in Hubbard, right next to Repair That Glass. To learn more, go to villagetavern3.com.
Discount Power Sports LLC is continuing to grow. They offer ATVs, dirt bikes, go-karts, electric bicycles, while offering off-road power sport repair services. Located at 758 North Main Street in Hubbard, right next to the newly renovated Village Tavern. Discount Power Sports LLC also offers financing and accepts all major credit cards. Discount Power Sports LLC, find them online at discountpowersports.biz. Discount Power Sports LLC, where value meets adventure.
Youngstown, Warren, and Salem Sports Talk is on the iMedia One Network, Western Reserve Radio, Western Reserve Radio 2, and City View Sportscast.
You're listening to Canton-Akron Jets hockey on the iMedia One Sports Network.
Third period action coming up. Jets with a 2-0 lead, trying to give them an extra goal there, 3-0. However, goals coming from Jack Barbieri and Ethan Bell, assisted by LaChance nicely, respectively. Canton-Akron 1 for 3 on the power play, and they're out shooting Dayton 30-8. Phantoms in action last night. They go to Chicago and take one from the steal on the road. I believe that's going to keep them in first place in the eastern side of the USHL. We will switch sides again. Guy will be in the net to our left, Jankowski to our right. As we'll get ready for the face-off here. Toby Owens, Braden LaChance to get this one started at center. LaChance, Black, Benson, Pryor, and Craven. As the puck will sail down in the Jets defensive zone. Federally working from the right side of Jankowski. Feed into the circle, and off the bar, and it's going to go bar down, but out of the net. They're going to say no goal. From the right circle, Jankowski. Chance out the center. Sends this one back in his own defensive zone. Craven banking this one off the board, trying to feed it out to Black. Too much on it. It'll be redirected back down behind Jankowski, where Jack Pryor will wait for it. He'll backhand it back out to Lucas Black. Black trying to feed it out, but it couldn't get it past Owens. Owens will spin around, take a shot. It'll go wide left of the cage. Benson feeding it nicely to Pryor. Pryor through center. Chased down by Kripe. Black in front of the net. Puck going to go high. Lucas Black could not reach out far enough to put that one in. Had a wide open back door. And Owens now through center, federally behind him, taking the shot. And a glove save by Jankowski. This one will stay in play. Vogelsang sending this one down to the right of Jankowski. And out to the right side. Vogelsang taking a shot. Going to be redirected off the boot of Barbieri into the near board. Benson going to send this one up into the ceiling. As we scan around looking for the holes that some of these guys put in there. It's like new insulation this year, but CAK testing its durability. 13:55 to go here in the game. Jets with a 2-0 lead. Faulkner taking the face-off against Doris. Canton-Akron will win this one. Down the near side. Nicely. Trying to get to it. Trying to beat Vogelsang there. Working around the net of Guy. And he'll lose the puck. Dayton trying to clear it out to the near board. Arisman with it out near the blue line. And he'll drop this one for Faulkner. Faulkner one-on-one with Max Morrow. Morrow from the left side of Jankowski taking a shot, but it's going to be redirected behind the goal line and out to the far side. Morrow trying to keep it into the zone. And a shot from the blue line by Jake Arisman. And the puck now sailing out the center where the Jets are trying to pick it up here. Ethan Bell dropping it for Max Morrow. Morrow sending it through center. Almost picked up by a Dayton player. He'll go down nicely. Going to chip this one down into the Dayton zone. Dart spinning around, sending it around the goal line behind Guy. And Barbieri now working from the near side. The puck knocked off the stick. Ethan Bell, though, will try to race Pennington to it. Out near the blue line. And back out the center where Wyatt Dilley will work off the near board. Trying to work past Vogelsang. Working to the inside, takes a shot. Easy pad save by Brody Guy. Back out the center is where Morrow will kick this one over, but he'll kick it to Pennington. Smichalski now from behind the goal line. Tried to feed Pennington in the slot. Had the puck redirected. Morrow from that, and a redirect shot now from Pennington. And Alec Pennington will get Dayton on the board. They cut the Canton-Akron lead to 2-1. 12:30 remaining here in the game. Pennington getting the goal, and I believe the assist. Going to go to Aiden Smichalski. So we bring this one back to center. Dab, Dilley, Johnson, Weaver, and Balestrino on the ice for Canton-Akron. Out to center. Weaver banking this one off the board, trying to get it out to Deacon Johnson. However, backed up by Dab. Sebastian Dab through center and into the Dayton zone. We'll feed this one over to Dilley. Dilley will have it knocked off his stick by Quinn. And they'll work from behind the net of Guy. Out to the blue line. Weaver taking the shot. Lower left corner now. As Dayton will try to clear this out of his own. Balestrino trying to keep it in with his boot. He'll do that for a second. Pennington, though, was there. Dab, though, will chase this one down. He'll take it behind the net of Jankowski. and send it back out to Deacon Johnson. Johnson, the senior out of Wadsworth High School, will have this one taken from Baldwin. Taking a shot, pad saved by Jankowski. Black feeding it out the center, was trying to get it to Dilly. It went off his stick and out to Johnson. Johnson will head to the bench for a change. Dayton with possession through center. Baldwin will have it knocked off his stick by Stagmeyer. Black now feeding it out to the left of Guy, and it'll be Tyler Benson shooting this one up into the protective netting around the rink, and the clock will stop with 11:32 to go here, third period. Face off to come to the left of Brody Guy. Black taking the face off, quickly gets to it, however, going to be cleared out for Craven. Craven banking this one off the board, sent all the way down, where Hinkemine will chase this one down behind Guy, and it worked from the far side. Tried to get around the boards, and fed out to center for Owens. Will get it into the zone. Craven and Owens headed for the puck down in the lower right corner. Puck still loose, Benson trying to get to it, and it'll pop up in the air and finally settle down, where Lucas Black will try to clear it out to center, try to feed it to Stagmeyer. It'll head past Ollie Stagmeyer and down to the other end. Icing will be the call against Canton-Akron with 11:01 to remaining in the game. Nicely, Doris, Craven, Pryor, and Bell with the face-off to the right of Brent Jankowski. Faulkner on the face-off for Dayton. Canton-Akron will win this one. They'll send it out to center, and it will go off the stick of Oliver Hinkemine down in front of Nicely. Nicely tried to sneak in to put one past Guy. Guy will sweep it away with a stick. And Faulkner sending it out to center. Pryor gently trying to send this one down the boards. However, Dayton the only one there for it. High above as it'll go over the head of Arisman and Craven. Craven will chase it down into the boards. He'll try to reverse direction. He'll hold up and wait for some help as Faulkner will come in, as well as Bell, as they'll battle for 2-on-2 now, right behind the net, just to the left of Jankowski. This one will come loose out to the far side and then out to the blue line. Vogelsang taking a shot. Redirected in the lower right corner. Bell off the board. Again, tying it up. He and Craven holding on to it. 10:13 to go here in the game. Mason Darsh coming in for some support. Shot coming off the boards by Dayton. And up into the netting. Clock will stop with 10:07 to go. And a defensive zone draw coming up for Canton-Akron. Dilly, Darsh, Chavold, Barbieri, and Morrow. Miller from the circle, takes a shot, puck loose in front. Battle going on. It'll come back out to the near boards. Morrow trying to send it across to Sebastian Dabb. Dabb couldn't get there, and Wyatt Dilly going to send this one down behind Guy along the boards and back out to the near point. Morrow trying to shoot it through traffic, almost redirected right off of Dilly. Dabb from the upper left corner now. Had it for a moment, and it'll sail to the near side. Morrow wait for it out at the point. However, Chavold will hold it in there. Morrow keep it in the zone for a moment. Pennington now with the goal earlier, trying to take a shot. This one will go up into the netting over the head of Jankowski with 9.5 minutes to go in game number 1 of this showcase weekend. We'll be back on the air just a little while after this game. It was scheduled for 9:40. It's 9:15 now. I'm thinking we are going to be running a little bit behind on the Red Hawks TO game. The chance and Baldwin for the draw to the right of Jankowski. Dayton sending this one down to the far board. The chance trying to clear it out the center, and it'll go right past Benson. However, Stagmeyer backing up, tried to send it back through, but Tyler Quinn sending it to Little John. Little John will have it knocked off the stick, and Morrow will send it around the board to Benson. Benson tried to drop pass it for LaChance, but the Dayton player swept in there and took it away. CAK with possession again. LaChance taking a push from behind, and we got a penalty coming up against Dayton. Checking from behind is going to be the call. 9 minutes left in the game. Jets with a 2-1 lead. Of course, you could always go after this. You can go over to Western Reserve Radio. Listen to the Saturday morning sports page with Pat Lucia and Dave Clark. They cover everything in the wonderful world of sports. Coming to you from Youngstown there, where it's a balmy -3 degrees. All right, LaChance taking the face-off for CAK. Bell will have it. Canton-Akron will win it. D-to-D. Stagmeyer from the circle. Takes a shot. Pad saved by Guy. In the lower left corner, Barbieri trying to get to it first. But it'll be Hinkemine that will battle him for it. They'll work along the boards behind Guy. Ethan Bell coming in. Barbieri there still as well. Working around to the right side now of Guy. He'll get it out to Stagmeyer. Stagmeyer sending it all the way across ice. And an offside coming up here. A delayed call. Pass just a little bit out past the blue line. And it was Weaver tried to keep it in, but ran out of space. Minute 30 to go on the CAK power play. 8:30 left in the game. A chance sending this one over to Stagmeyer. Stagmeyer working from behind the net. And LaChance dropping this one. Stagmeyer was supposed to be right there, but didn't get there in time. And Stagmeyer tying it up in the upper right corner. LaChance coming in to back him up. Loose now. LaChance on the move through center, trying to get past Michalski. And he'll lose the puck. It'll be redirected all the way down back to the other side. Jankowski will come out and set it up for Gage Weaver. Weaver with Michalski in front of him. Michalski getting there first. He'll beat Stagmeyer to it. Stagmeyer, though, going to put him down. And Ollie Stagmeyer will take the puck himself through center. Stagmeyer going to dump this one deep. He'll send it around the boards. Ethan Bell to the far side. Dayton with possession, trying to clear it out of the zone. Bell, though, had it for a second, and the Jets will have to clear the zone. They'll maintain possession, but Stagmeyer from center, feeding this one over to Barbieri. Barbieri taking a hit a little bit high from Hinklebein, no call. Sharp angle shot from the right side of Guy, and he'll stop that one. Ethan Bell with the attempt. And we'll have 27 seconds left on the CAK power play. 7:27 to go here in game number 1 of the weekend. Pryor, Dab, Black, nicely. And Tyler Benson. Second power play unit here for Canton-Akron. Off the board now, Dab, trying to work it to the inside. Pushes it down to the left of the net, right of Guy. And Benson from around the back of the net, looking for an option. He'll send this one out to Dab into the circle to the right. They try to feed it all the way across. Dayton with the interception, though. It'll be sent down us by Federley. Jankowski setting it up for Lucas Black, I believe. And he'll finally get it down into the zone. Jets in the circle to the right of Guy. Sending it back out to Dab. Dab got a half-hearted shot off, and he'll have it cleared out of the zone by Owens. Pryor, upper right corner now, trying to send it along the boards. Pryor trying to feed it, and now finally it'll get it out to center. Sebastian Dab through center. Benson with them, 2-on-2, working it into the Dayton zone. Takes a shot over the right shoulder of Guy. Up into the boards, and this one will remain in play. Black trying to keep it in. He'll glove this one down, and we're going to get a hand pass coming up against Lucas Black. So the clock will stop with 6:23 remaining in the game. We're back to 5-on-5. Jets with a 2-1 lead. However, just under 6.5 minutes to go. Alan Faulkner to take the face-off for Dayton. Take this one against Deacon Johnson. Dayton will win this one, and we're going to get an offside call against Dayton. Johnson, Craven, Chavold, Pryor, and Wyatt Billy all on the ice for Canton-Akron. Face-off just outside the Jet zone. Faulkner taking it for Dayton. Deacon Johnson for Canton-Akron. Craven with possession. He'll backhand this one past Miller. Tried to get it to Dilly. Couldn't get to it. And they're going to call icing. And that one was questionable at best. So one of the coaches on the bench thought it was a bad call. The other one, I'm not sure if he agreed with the call or not. All right, so face-off to the left of Jankowski. Pennington from behind the net, hemmed up by Craven. He'll send it up along the near board. Deacon Johnson trying to sweep it out. He'll get it to Chavold. Chavold with Dilly to his right. Tried to get it over to him, but it's going to be knocked away, and it'll be Guy with the puck to the right of Jankowski. Taking a shot pad save by Brent Jankowski. Upper right corner for Canton-Akron. Trying to work to the inside. And swept away. Another shot. As Miller will take another shot into the circle, but it'll go off the pad of Thor Chavold. Chavold, the sophomore out of Jackson High School, tries to get this one deep, but couldn't get it all the way past Vogelsang. However, it will drift down. Dayton will go for a change, and Dayton will have possession in their own defensive zone. Stagmeyer reaching there, trying to keep it, and Deacon Johnson coming to take it away on the near board to the right of Guy. Out to the circle, and it'll be Pennington. It will bounce this one off the board. It'll go to Weaver. Weaver going to go D to D to the far side to Balestrino. Balestrino through center. He'll run into some traffic. Guy will have it, and it'll be Federley now through center. Trying to work one-on-one against Weaver. Taking a shot. Stopped by Jankowski to the right and the upper right corner. Jets trying to clear this one down ice. LaChance to the left of Guy. Working to the inside. Takes a shot. Bad save. Rebound shot by Black. Couldn't get it to go. No goal. Contact in front of Guy, and bodies will come together as the officials will squash this one pretty quick. 4:49 left here. Third period. A beautiful sequence there by LaChance and Black. However, could not finish it to get the goal. And we're going to have matching penalties. I think they've...
86 blue, minor for cross, 67 white, minor for cross.
All right, so cross-checking going to be the call against Oliver Hinkebine. Lucas Black will take a roughing call. Face off to the left of Brody Guy. Dayton will win this one. Try to get it out. Benson will keep it in, though. Trying to find an option. Benson going to take down Owens. Trying to feed it in the slot. Was looking for LaChance. LaChance fanned on the shot. And the puck sailed all the way down to Jankowski, where Weaver will pick it up from behind the net. They'll get it out. Stagmeyer trying to draw past it nicely. Couldn't connect on it. And it will head back into the upper right corner to the right of Jankowski. Icing coming up against Dayton. Will flip back to the Dayton side with 4:25 to go here in the game. Jets with a 2-1 lead. Stagmeyer to take the face off against Faulkner to the left of Guy. Puck loose now at the upper left corner. Dayton will try to clear it. Kept in the zone by Jack Barbieri. Barbieri trying to backhand it, and it'll be swept out by Faulkner. Faulkner tried to set it up for Arisman, but taken away by Ellie Stagmeyer. Stagmeyer back through center. Takes a shot, but going to go off of the shin guard of Kripe. Faulkner now back out of the Dayton zone, sending it down to the far right corner here. Morrow trying to redirect it. We'll get it out towards Faulkner, sending it out to the other Faulkner, and it'll go wide right of the cage. Puck from behind the net now. Jack Barbieri chipping this one along the boards. Where Alan Faulkner will wait for it and then redirect it back to the far side, where Tavin Baldwin will come in and try to steal it. Puck tied up in there. Arisman had it. Canton-Akron going to clear it out. Tyler Benson now through center. You know, two white jerseys in front of him. Backed up, though, by Nicely taking the shot. Or excuse me, that'd be LaChance. Couldn't connect on it. Pad saved by a Guy. From the far side. Dayton clearing this one out the center. And Jack Barbieri will have the angle. He'll take the puck away from him. And he's going to get tripped up. And Canton-Akron is going to go to the power play. 3:10 left here in the game. Jets with a 2-1 lead. So far, Jets 1 for 4. Jake Arisman will sit for 2 minutes. 3:10 left here in the game. And the Jets looking. Chavold, Doris, LaChance, Nicely, and Pryor. First power play unit out. Dayton going to clear this one all the way down ice to the left of Jankowski. Brent Jankowski will step out and set it up for Jack Pryor behind the net. He'll have Chavold behind him. Federley trying to chase him around. And back down into the Dayton zone behind the net of Guy. Back around the boards out to Chavold. Chavold couldn't handle it. Jumped over a stick. Pryor now will have to recover it in his own defensive zone. 2:45 remaining in the game. 1:33 remaining on the man advantage for CAK. Back out to Nicely. Nicely trying to get into the zone. Had the puck knocked away, and now Owens will clear it all the way down back behind the net. Well, Pryor will again try to set up the power play unit. He'll drop past this one for Shabold. Shabold through center. Working to the near side. Back through, past Pacholski. From the circle to the left of Guy. Tries to take a shot. Attempted rebound by Doris. Doris couldn't get all of it, and it'll end up on the board next to us. Shabold going D to the far side. Pryor taking the shot, but it's going to be redirected. Shabold again will have it. He'll take a shot from behind. No call there. Shabold was about 3 feet off the board, and a shot from the point by Pryor, and a glove save by Brody Guy. 52 seconds left on the CAK power play. 2:02 left in the game. Black, Stagmeyer, LaChance, Barbieri, and Weaver will come out as the second power play unit. LaChance taking the face-off against Guy to the right of Brody Guy. Barbieri trying to take the shot as he stepped into the circle. Back out to LaChance. Stagmeyer going to keep it in the zone. He'll send it D to the far side. Weaver taking a shot through traffic over the left side of the net into the glass. He'll keep it in play. LaChance back to Stagmeyer. Stagmeyer again back to Weaver on the far side along the blue line. LaChance from the top of the slot. Now to Stagmeyer to the right of Guy. Takes the shot. No, correction. He's going to send this one down in the circle to the left of Guy. Weaver spinning around. Trying to find a soft spot here. And the puck redirected here, and we're got a whistle. And they're going to send Jack Barbieri to the box, I believe, for interference. Nope, I take that back. I have no idea what that call was, to be honest. They're bringing this one back out just outside the Dayton zone where Guy and LaChance. Okay, the players, all right. So, nonetheless, 16 seconds left on the power play for Canton-Akron. Stagmeyer with one last rush here, getting into the zone. Weaver behind him. Barbieri working towards the net. Stagmeyer off the boards. We'll have it loose. Dayton trying to clear it out. And Hinkebine finally will get it out to center. And that will clear the penalties here. 1:08 left in the game. Jets with a 2-1 lead. Weaver taking a shot from the red line. Stopped by Guy. Sent out to the left side. Lucas Black there. Dayton will send this one around the boards behind Guy to the near side. Arisman will wait for it. Arisman sending it out to center. Jake Arisman having to pass. Intercepted. Benson was there. And the puck just kind of sat there. I don't think anybody saw it. Now Benson feeds in the circle, trying to look for LaChance. Kept in the zone by Barbieri. And a shot from the circle. Clear shot. And stopped by Guy. Tyler Benson had a good look. But Brody Guy with the stop. He gets the save. 39.7 seconds left in the game. Jets lead by a score of 2-1. Craven, Pryor, LaChance, Black, and Benson look to try to finish this one off. Face off to the left of Brody Guy. It'll be Toby Owens for the face-off against LaChance. Dayton trying to clear it out. Puck high in the air. Kept out the center. Federally bringing it out towards the red line. Littlejohn stepping in there. He'll take a shot. Go off the stick of Craven and up into the netting. And the clock will stop with just 30 seconds left in the game. Black to take the face-off for Canton-Akron. And I believe Dayton is going to take a timeout. 30 seconds left here, third period. We'll step aside for a timeout. You are listening to Canton-Akron Jets hockey here on Western Reserve Radio, part of the iMedia One network.
Are you ready to join the legacy? This is your chance to become part of something special with the Youngstown Patricians. Honoring the proud football tradition of the Valley, we're on the lookout for talented post-high school athletes who want to make their mark on the field. Whether you're a seasoned high school athlete, college, or former professional player, develop your skills and become part of a team that values hard work, dedication, and community spirit. Don't wait. Begin your path to the gridiron by visiting youngstownpat.com or contacting us on Facebook at the Youngstown Patricians. Be bold, be legendary, join the Youngstown Patricians today.
Someone's got to set the tone out there, boys. Someone's got to set it.
The station that sets the tone for Youngstown Phantoms hockey is Western Reserve Radio. WITB, The Scourge.
You're listening to Canton-Akron Jets hockey on the iMedia One Sports Network.
Just a half a minute left here in this game. Jets with a 2-1 lead. Dayton took a timeout. Canton-Akron out shooting Dayton in the third period here, 13-6. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, 1 for 5 on the power play. I know the one's right. All right. Good guess, Craven. Good job, buddy. On a Saturday morning, nonetheless. All right, so empty net here for Dayton. Dayton will bring in the extra attacker. Pryor with it on the near board, trying to send it around. He'll take it around behind the net of Jankowski. Out to Benson. Couldn't clear it out of the zone. LaChance going to lose his stick, and this one going to be cleared out to center, where Hinkabine will have it. Guy now to the near side. Try to feed it to Vogelsang. Couldn't get there. Craven going to bounce this one off the board. Guy there, and he'll send it into the upper right corner, where Black and Pryor will be there for Canton-Akron. Cleared it down out the center. Hinkabine waiting for it. 2 seconds left, and they'll take a final shot. And the Jets will start the weekend off with a 2-1 win over the Dayton Stealth. We'll step aside for a timeout. When we come back, we'll get you the numbers, wrap it up, and get you ready for game number 2 here between the Miami Junior Redhawks and Team Ohio right here on Western Reserve Radio, part of the iMedia One network.
Are you ready to hit the gridiron and make your mark? The Cleveland Cobras are recruiting players and coaches for the upcoming Premier Amateur Football League season. We're looking for passion, grit, and the relentless drive to win. Whether you're a seasoned vet or hungry rookie, your shot starts now. Join a brotherhood, build a legacy, strike with the Cobras. Follow us on Facebook at Cleveland Cobras Football, or for league information, visit PAFLfootball.com to get started today. Team Pride Cobras.
Let's face it. What a time to be making a hockey show.
Just when I thought last year couldn't be topped.
Let's know what they're in for here.
Here we are.
How scared are you guys? How scared are you?
What keeps you motivated?
I think winning. I don't really know any different.
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier that makes sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday, 10 to 4, and Saturday, 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane. They got gas.
The stations that always keep you in the zone.
I love it.
It's awesome.
Western Reserve Radio, Western Reserve Radio 2, and City View Sportscast, Youngstown, Ohio.
You're listening to Canton-Akron Jets hockey on the iMedia One Sports Network.
Game number 1 wrapped up here on the weekend. Jets with a 2-1 win. Jets would outshoot Dayton by a 43-14 margin. Be Jack Barbieri getting the scoring started. 8:31 left in the first period on a power play with the assist from Braden LaChance, and with just 7 seconds left in that first frame, Ethan Bell would find the back of the net with the helper from Rossi nicely. It would be a Dayton getting it on the scoreboard with 12:30 left in the second period, as they would cut the lead to 2-1. Brody Guy would stop 41 out of 43. Dayton would be 0 for 1 on the power play. Canton-Akron would stop, yes, these numbers are real, 13 out of 14. Only 14 shots on goal for Dayton, and Canton-Akron would go for 1 for 6 on the power play. Jets back on the ice at 2:40 this afternoon as they take on the Miami Junior Redhawks. Stick around here. In just a little bit here, we'll bring you Team Ohio and the Miami Junior Redhawks right here on Western Reserve Radio, a part of the iMedia One network. Until then, we will see you back here for Game 2 of the weekend. You are listening to Canton-Akron Jets hockey here on Western Reserve Radio, part of the iMedia One network.
We thank you for joining us for this special presentation of Western Reserve Radio. And we now return to our regularly scheduled programming.
Youngstown, Warren, and Salem Sports Talk is on the iMedia One Network. Western Reserve Radio, Western Reserve Radio 2, and City View Sportscast.
Them over a 20-year span. So, like, he's still playing against John Rahm and those guys 4 times a year, and he wins a PGA over John Rahm by 5.
Go apples to apples. Go the same 4 years. No, Scotty, we'd have to start. Unfortunately for Scotty, we don't start Scotty on his first year on tour.
No.
Right? We have to start when he started winning. Unfortunately for Scotty, for Tiger, that starts in 2000 when he won 48% of his starts for the next 9 years. 48%.
But this is not a commentary. But we're changing the store narrative. This isn't is Tiger as good as Scotty or Scotty as good as Tiger. This is that Scotty is dominating the field in a manner that Tiger dominated the field. He
absolutely is. But he absolutely is. But if you remove 5 guys that good, you're going to have probably more success. And that's true for any era. It's just the cool thing is you can measure it in all the other eras because you can just take out the 5 best guys and say, would Tiger have won how many more events if those 5 guys weren't there? And there's the number right there. This is an objective thing. It's not a question of debate or this or that. As for Scotty, it's speculation. Would those 5 guys have won a few of the events? And I think they would have. I think it's hard to imagine that those guys aren't going to beat Scotty here and there once in a while. But that is a speculation. But it's just here's the thing about Scotty. So let me ask you a point blank question. Scotty in his prime versus Tiger in his prime. Anybody betting on Scotty?
Here he goes.
Scotty's not in his prime yet, in my opinion.
I love that. Yes, I love that question. How can you compare him when he's only 30 years old or whatever he is?
29.
Yeah, it's like you don't know. He could be playing the best golf when he's 35, and you could say in 5 years he beat the pants off of Tiger. All right,
let's do it in a different way. Scotty aged 26 to 29 versus Tiger aged 26 to 9. Who are you taking?
Tiger.
This is not a conversation about whether Scotty's better than Tiger.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the other thing too to keep in mind is like when everybody says, who is better, Tiger or Jack? I think that with few exceptions, like you might be able to look at some sports, like maybe swimming, and you're like, well, there's one guy who was kind of head and shoulders, even over Mark Spitz, right? I mean, there's one guy who's just ridiculous. And there's a woman, Katie Ledecky. No one's even close in any of the eras to anything they did. In most other sports, basketball, football, golf, etc., I think it's kind of a silly argument because nobody can answer who's the best of all time. You can say, I'm the best of my era. And Scotty is, not only is Scotty the best of his era, but I'm kind of amazed, and I'm beginning to believe it now, but it took a few years. I didn't think anybody could dominate the tour Tiger Woods style like Scotty Scheffler's doing. I didn't think we'd ever see that again. I'm just like beside myself that he's that good. And we're actually seeing this. I couldn't imagine someone would be Tiger Woods again. And basically he's Tiger Woods again.
Pretty cool. Caddy, I'm just going to make one point before we go to break. One point real quick. The best of each era in the game of golf could compete in each era. In other words, they're phenomenal for what they're doing in their own area, but they could compete in any era in the game of golf.
It's a good point. Good discussion. Tell us what you think at Real Golf on X. We'll take a break. More with the Caddy next here on Real Golf Radio. At Black Desert Resort, everyday living feels like a well-deserved getaway. Immerse yourself in the unique opportunity of ownership nestled among the lava fields and vibrant cliffs of Greater Zion. Spanning 600 acres of scenic desert landscape, our newly built luxury resort offers a range of residences, diverse dining options, year-round outdoor recreation, and world-class spa facilities. Anchoring it all is our signature Tom Weiskopf golf course. Explore the options or book a tour at ownblackdesertresort.com.
Does your retirement planning sound like this? No, because retirement isn't a game. It's a long-term strategy. Mountain America Investment Services can help. Get the pieces to develop your retirement plan. Schedule your appointment with a Mountain America Investment Services advisor at macu.com/retirement. Securities are offered through LPL Financial, a registered broker-dealer. Member FINRA/SIPC. Not insured by NCUA or any other government agency. Not credit union guaranteed. Not credit union deposits or obligations. May lose value.
This is Brian Taylor. For years, you've heard me talk about getting LASIK surgery from Hoops Vision. I've heard from so many of you who have had the same great experience that I had. It's been 15 years already, and my eyesight is still amazing. I 100% recommend the pros at Hoops Vision for your vision correction needs. Book your free consultation online at hoopsvision.com. Mention Real Golf Radio, and you'll save $1,000 on your LASIK procedure. That's hoopsvision.com. hoopsvision.com.
Swing into Uinta Golf by Worldwide Golf to get custom fit for the new TaylorMade QI4D driver. The QI4D family is TaylorMade's fastest, most fittable driver line. Don't miss out on your chance to find your new fast and schedule your fitting.
Helping your inner circle prepare for emergencies can start in many ways. Put together an emergency kit with WipeWall. Create a family communication plan with your tita. Remind Bai to keep a backup battery charged. It all starts with a simple step, telling those you care about to be ready for the worst. So start a conversation and plan for emergencies together. Get more tips at ready.gov/start. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
The Native community is big for me. Makes me feel good to pass on our Rapo traditions. My kids love going up to the Sundance. I like to tell people the Sundance is about family. It's about the tribe. It's not just about the dancer. It's kind of like life. As a Sundancer, I'm just one spoke in the wheel. I need my family there. I need my role models. I need my people there, especially my children. You know, coming in that door, my family is ready to see me and they believe in me. Before, I'd never seen that from my people, but now when I walk in that door and I see those smiling faces and they're happy to see me, that's special. With my 4 kids, all I ask for them in Arapaho ways is health and happiness. Nothing more, nothing less.
Never stop being a dad. That's dedication. Find out more at fatherhood.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
Caddy Brooks Koepka made his return to the PGA Tour this week. Here's what he had to say after his opening round on how it felt.
I felt like it was pretty good. I struck it really well. Like I said, the driver I didn't hit enough fairways. If I was able to get to the back of the ball, I felt like I hit a good quality shot. Didn't really make any putts besides 18 right there, but yeah, it felt good. It's been a while since I've played competitive golf, so I like the way I'm playing. I just need to kind of play my way into it.
There's a lot to read in there. He hasn't played any real competitive golf for 14 weeks, or was he referring to that he hasn't really played competitive golf for 4 years, which is kind of interesting. But let me ask you this first, Caddy. He starts off by saying, yeah, it felt good, hit it good. Wow.
And we welcome you back to Center Ice here in Jackson Township with Western Reserve Radio. A part of the iMedia One Network is proud to bring to you the Canton-Akron Jets Showcase here this weekend in Jackson Township as we get ready for game number 2 of the day. Of course, we tuned in earlier. The Canton-Akron Jets got the 2-1 win over the Dayton Stealth. We are getting ready to bring you a 1-2 matchup of the Miami Junior Redhawks. Get ready to take on Team Ohio. For the Redhawks, they come in this weekend at 36-9-2, 205 goals for, 106 against, and they were last in action On to January 24th, they took on that very Dayton Stealth team that we just saw with the Canton-Akron Jets. They got the 6-2 win over. Excuse me. They got the 6-2 win over Dayton. Dayton still ranked number 4 here with a sub-500 record. However, their schedule has been absolutely brutal, an impressive schedule for this program. And for Team Ohio, as we try to get this to refresh. They came in here last Saturday on senior night. We get the win over the Canton-Akron Jets by a score of 3-1. They returned the favor, and their third matchup with Canton-Akron is Canton-Akron. Just a few weeks before that went out and took the win from Team Ohio on their senior night. Team Ohio, they come in 17-10-1, 108 goals for, 64 against. Low-scoring games here so far for TO. And they were last in action back on the 24th here. Of course, any games that were scheduled for January 25th were canceled due to the snowstorm. So everybody getting back into it here this weekend. Canton-Akron Jets will be back on the ice at 2:40 this afternoon. They will take on this very Miami team. It'll be their third meeting of the season. Miami taking both of those. Of course, the Jets contest with TO, they have taken 2 out of 3. Just about 2 minutes left here before puck drop. We're going to step aside for a timeout. When we come back, we'll have more hockey for you here on Western Reserve Radio 2, part of the iMedia One network.
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier. Then make sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday, 10 to 4, and Saturday, 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane. They got gas.
Are you ready to join the legacy? This is your chance to become part of something special with the Youngstown Patricians. Honoring the proud football tradition of the Valley, we're on the lookout for talented post-high school athletes who want to make their mark on the field. Whether you're a seasoned high school athlete, college, or former professional player, develop your skills and become part of a team that values hard work, dedication, and community spirit. Don't wait. Begin your path to the gridiron by visiting youngstownpat.com or contacting us on Facebook at the Youngstown Patricians. Be bold, be legendary, join the Youngstown Patricians today. Village Tavern's been a beloved local landmark in Hubbard, Ohio for nearly a century, and now it's better than ever. Recently renovated and still serving up the same warm hospitality, the Village Tavern is your go-to spot for great food, cold drinks, and a laid-back atmosphere. Whether you're stopping in for dinner, catching up with friends, or just looking to relax, you'll enjoy a full menu of American favorites, rotating drink specials, and friendly service that makes every visit memorable. Be sure to visit the Village Tavern at 746 North Main Street in Hubbard, right next to Repair That Glass. To learn more, go to villagetavern3.com.
Youngstown, Warren, and Salem Sports Talk is on the iMedia One network. Western Reserve Radio, Western Reserve Radio 2, and City View Sportscast.
You're listening to Canton-Akron Jets hockey on the iMedia One Sports Network. Back here as we get ready for puck drop between the Miami Junior Redhawks and Team Ohio. Team Ohio designated the visitors. The Miami Junior Redhawks, the home team, they're going to be in their white jerseys, black pants with the red helmets, the white socks with the red trim. TO going to be in their black jerseys with the orange detail, the orange numbers outlined in white, and the orange helmets. Team Ohio is coached by Jeff McCarthy, assisted by Tom DeRica, Jeff Tucholsky, and Mark Greer. And for the Miami Junior Redhawks, they are coached by Zach Sens, assisted by Steve Press and Reed Bonamati. Miami will be in the net to our left. TO will be in the net to our right. Try to get your starters here in net.
as it looks like it is going to be Connor Hudak in the net for the Miami Junior Redhawks. And for Team Ohio, looks like it's going to be Tommy Stewart starting off for the number 2 ranked team in the state of Ohio. Miami holding the number 1 position. And of course, now I am joined by one of the winners from the Canton-Akron Jets game earlier against Dayton, my own son, Will Craven. And a great win against Dayton. Came down to a little bit to a wire towards the end, though.
Yeah, it was a little sloppy in the third period there, but, we just managed to stick it out and just get away with the win, especially late here in the season. You just have to find a way to keep getting wins.
Well, we're underway. Here's McCarthy. We'll send this one back out the center. We'll get this one out to Todorov for Miami. Miami trying to get it into the TO zone. They'll have it redirected. Contact by Cantini at center, and they will send this right back around the net and out to centers where it will be chipped. It'll be Galvin setting it up for Team Ohio, trying to get it across ice. He'll get this one out to center, and T.O. will send this one down to the right side as Hudak will knock this one away with a stick. And from behind the net, Todorov sending it to the far side. Intercepted by Team Ohio, trying to get it back out to the blue line. And it'll be Jadlos. We'll send it out, and we're getting an offside call. Too many men on the ice, excuse me. That's going to be the call against T.O., I believe.
Yeah, that's just one of those chaotic calls in a game where it happens in a split second. One guy gets off when there's another one on, or there's confusion in a shift change, and it just results in a penalty.
All right. So this penalty will be served by Ruff for T.O. Face off to the right of Stewart. As we have a slight delay here. They're trying to write some things down. Maybe they're doing that for me. Miami going to win this one easily out at the blue line. That'll be Press. Press, the top of the slot. Takes a shot, wide left of the cage, and down in the lower right corner. Morton holding it for Miami. They'll go behind the goal line. Ringhauser now trying to send it around. He'll get in the upper right corner. Hamilton trying to work it back out as Miami tries to set up the power play unit. Press from the top of the circle to the right of Stewart. He'll drop this one, and then out at the blue line, it'll be Hamilton. Hamilton from the top of the slot takes a shot, and it's going to go out the stick of Epic. Press with the recovery in the upper right corner to the right of Stewart. He'll work around the net to the lower right corner. Press dropping this one back down to the left of Stewart. He'll get this one to Ty Davey. Davey sending it around to the far side. Hamilton with the puck now. Has it taken away by Grayson Metzger. Back out the center. Bryant Morton will be able to steal this one back for Miami. Miami into the TO zone to the left of Stewart. Working around the circle. Trying to work around Jadlos. Upper right corner for TO. For Miami. Press. Looking for an option. He'll work that circle to the right of Stewart. Back out to the blue line. Shot coming for him. It was an attempted shot. Anyway, by Reef. And redirected out to center where Morton will pick this one up lower board to the right. Of the Miami netminder. Omar Reef now. Otto Reef working around his own goalie. Trying to the far side. Gray there. He'll go down. No call. And then back out to center. Clayton through center for Miami to the left of Stewart. Tried to drop past this one. Todorov, though, backed him up, kept it in the zone. And it'll be to the right of Tommy Stewart. Todorov backhanding this one down in the lower right corner. He'll work this one past Dylan Parker. From behind the net. Parker there. He'll lose this. Clayton send it back out to the blue line. Burrs trying to send it down low to the circle to the left of Stewart. Working back and forth. It'll head to the lower right corner. They'll try to get some help from Tanner Duffy. Puck out to the blue line. Todorov keeping it in the zone for Miami. And T.O. actually now sweeping it out. As Owen Cole will send it all the way down. We're getting an icing call coming up. 11:58 left here in the first period. We are scoreless. Fast and furious for a 9:40 game.
Oh yeah, it's difficult sometimes prepping for these early games. Getting a decent amount of sleep the night before and prepping themselves. But T.O. did a good job on that PK there, projecting their stakes. They had a couple block shots. Miami may need to pick up the pace there a little bit.
Pash sending this one down behind the net. Back out in the circle to the left of Stewart. T.O. now with some speed through center. Metzger trying to work past Bohan. Takes a shot off the right side of the Miami netminder. A second shot, sharp angle shot, pad save. All by Connor Hudak. And the puck sailing back out towards the blue line. T.O. keeping it in the zone, pass against the board. Trying to work over the down body of a T.O. player. Jadlow's trying to keep it in the zone and to go off the stick of a Miami player, but kept in the zone nicely by Epic. Puck on the near board. Davey sending it across the side to Ringhauser. Ringhauser into the zone. Trying to get it to Will Press. Press working from behind the net. He'll take a bump from Cole McCarthy. Press on the far side, lose the puck. T.O. have it. It'll sail out the center. And Bohan, the closest one to it, try to stop it with his boot. It'll sail in the lower left corner. And he'll have to get past Bryant Morton now, working to the right of Hudak. Out to the blue line, Salima taking the shot. It'll be redirected in the lower left corner around the back of the net and to the far side. T.O. into the corner now, Salima. Trying to get there before Evan Ralph. Two white jerseys, two black jerseys tying it up in the lower left, or in the upper right corner. Upper left corner, we'll get it right. As Salima will go down. And Morton will send this one around the boards. On the far side, Miami trying to get it out of their own zone. And T.O. now back and forth, gone. Into the zone, from the circle to the right of Hudak, takes a shot, glove save by the Red Hawk netminder, and the clock will stop with 10:10 left here, first period.
It seems like Team Ohio's controlling the pace here from the start. Miami's moving a little slow on the breakouts here. They're not getting really not a lot of offensive opportunities. Team Ohio's just playing simple, just keeps on shooting the puck, and a couple of chances that bounce their way so far.
Face off to the right of Hudak. Miami with possession. They'll get through center. Send it down behind the goal line. Here, Cole McCarthy will try to set something up from the upper right corner. Trying to look for an option. Gets it out to center. He'll get this one out to Drago. Drago from the near side. Feeding it into the slot. And it'll get bumped off. Was looking for Josh Gray, but great defensive play by Miami. McCarthy going to have to find this one down behind the goal line. Actually, icing coming up against Miami.
That was a great 3-on-2. They stretched it. Team Ohio was doing a nice job stretching the ice here, opening up lanes. They took it down the near side. They had one guy driving the middle. He tried to feed him there, and it led to a nice opportunity.
Face off to the left of Hudak in the Miami zone. Tristan Hamilton will take it for the Red Hawks. Salima for T.O. In the far right corner, Jadlow's trying to send it down the board into the circle to the right of Hudak. Forced back out by Clayton and into the zone by Hamilton. Hamilton to the right of Stewart. Has it swept away, upper right corner now, back out to the blue line. Trying to work back to the inside. T.O. though will sweep this one away in the slot just in front of Stewart. Nice work coming out to the outside as I believe that's going to be Cooper McCarthy. Trying to work around the boards on the low side here. Back out far left corner. T.O. and Miami trying to battle for no real possession here finally. Out at the corner, Jadlos will kick this one back down into the circle to the left of Hudak, and it'll head back out to center. Salima dropping it back into the Miami zone, and he'll return the favor as Reef now working it back to the lower left board, but can't get past Reef. From behind the goal line to the right of Hudak. They'll send this one out to the blue line. Miami now with some speed. Hamilton getting into the zone, and he'll lose the puck. He'll gather it up, and it'll go across the face of Tommy Stewart to the far side. And we're going to get T.O. looking for a penalty on a trip, and the coaching staff not happy with that. Play continues. 8:26 left here, first period.
Yeah, that was kind of a blatant call there. I don't know if our ref Don there saw that or not, but T.O.'s definitely going to want that.
The infamous Don officiating today, everybody's favorite. Sending out to the far side as Reef will send this one out to center. T.O. the only one out there. They'll get it to Gone. Gone on the near side. Had the puck dropped it, recovered it, and tried to get it out to Gray. Gray will send this one down into the zone. It'll be Gone working on the near board. Gray in there as well. In the circle to the right of Hudak. Puck behind the goal line now. Miami trying to get it out of the zone. T.O. being stingy and sending it back down behind the goal line. Across the face of Hudak to the far side. As Otto Reef will send this one out to center. And it'll be Duffy trying to kick it back to Miami, but a back and forth here. Not a whole lot of possession. Not a lot of skill possessions here for either team as McCarthy will send this one down to the left of Hudak. behind the goal line. Salima coming in and trying to put a hit on Mason Mers. Out to the far side, Ringhauser sending it down the board and into the TO bench, and the clock will stop with 7:21 remaining here, first period.
And Miami's Team Ohio is just all over Miami. Miami can't get any opportunities down the ice. They're kind of not playing up to the pace of Team Ohio. Team Ohio so far is just playing basic fundamental hockey at a high pace.
Face off to the left of Hudak. Press taking it for Miami. Salima for T.O. Shot off the face off into the shoulder of Hudak. He'll knock this one away. And it'll be Press. Work it into the zone with Davey. Davey to his right. Takes the shot. It's going to go wide left around the cage and onto the near board. Low hand there. Ringhauser sending it around the board back behind the net of Stewart. Into the upper right corner on the blue line. Sending it down to the lower right corner out to the left of Stewart. They'll send it out. Tio with possession through center. Bohan there trying to sweep it away off the stick of Salima. It'll get to Ike Mueller. Ike Mueller into the zone, and we're going to have an offside as Salima was just a little too far into the zone.
Yeah, I don't know if Salima agrees with that call there. I didn't see an offsides there. It didn't look like he was too far in front of the blue line there.
No review here. And we'll drop this one to the right of Hudak. Evan Ralph, Grayson Metzger for the draw. And Miami kind of won this one. And a little bit of sloppy here. Back and forth as McCarthy will send this in the lower left corner. Todorov from behind. Hudak will drop it again for Evan Ralph. Todorov working around the boards, trying to desperately get this one out of the zone. Jadlos jabbing it back in. As now from the circle. It'll be Larson trying to take a shot. Too much traffic in the way. Lower left corner. We're going to get a penalty contact. As Evan Ralph will go down. And I believe, could that be a roughing call coming up?
And another opportunity for Miami here on the power play. They work the puck really nice. They give themselves multiple options on their power play. They always have Jack Hamilton there on the left side. They always look for him, try to get a downhill shot. And they also always sneak Davey backside. So each team that Miami plays, the other team has to pick up that play that they're going to slide Davey to that back door looking for just an easy tap-in.
Metzger will head to the box here. We'll have the face off to the right as Miami goes to their second power play of the day. 6:18 remaining here, first period. Morton from the circle to the left of Stewart. Trying to find some room. Can't get anybody there. We'll send this one down in the circle to the right. Past Hamilton and behind the net of Tommy Stewart. Hamilton sent it back out. Press working from the far left point. Down in the circle to the left of Stewart. Tries to take a shot. Pad save by Tommy Stewart. Puck will come out towards the near board. And some contact there. A high hit by Press. No call. And I thought, we will get a call. Well, we have a TO player down. I don't know if there's a penalty coming up. But Press looked like he went a little high with that elbow, maybe.
That's the second high hit there from Miami. And I don't know if our ref Don again picked that one up. So Team Ohio not getting the calls their way to start here.
1:28 left on the man advantage for the Red Hawks. And some confusion here as we're now going to pull this one just outside the Miami zone. Tristan Hamilton and Justin Larson for the draw. Larson going to send this one into the Miami zone. Bohan, no. Morton going to send this one to the far side. Hamilton now through center. He'll work past Gone. Far side to the right of Stewart. Into the circle. Looking to feed Ringhauser in the slot. Couldn't connect on the pass. Morton to the far side now. Hamilton into the corner. Trying to get it before Cooper gets there. He'll do that. Will Press now out at the point. In the circle to the right of Tommy Stewart. Skating around. Trying to soften up the T.O. penalty kill. And from the slot, T.O. will clear this one all the way down ice right to left.
And Miami could have had Jack Hamilton on that far side there. He had a little bit of room there for a downhill shot.
So Press through center. Ringhauser on the near side now working to the left of Stewart. Trying to work past Larson. He'll work around the net and move to the far side. Hamilton from the circle. Dropping it back out to Press at the blue line. He'll go D to D. Morton patiently looking back to Press. Press. Drop this in the circle to the right of Stewart. Hamilton taking a shot. And another attempted backhand shot by Ringhauser. Won't go. Couldn't connect on the rebound. 23 seconds left on the man advantage. Shot from the right circle. Stopped by Stewart. Puck will go back behind there and sail out to center now as Morton will chase this one down. Just 13 seconds remaining on the Red Hawk power play. No score here, 4:29 left here, first period. Parker trying to get into the zone. He'll have his pocket picked by Ike Mueller. Ike Mueller going to send this one all the way down to the net. And it'll be a glove save by the Red Hawk netminder. Connor Hudak seeing some action today. Actually, both goalies working post to post.
I think I keep getting confused with Tristan Hamilton, Jack Hamilton of the Youngstown Phantoms. Keep butchering names there.
We've had a little issue with the LaChance thing here too. So shot from the circle, rebound shot taken, stopped by Hudak. And now from behind the net, it'll be Ralph trying to work it up the far board, kept in the zone by Jadlos. And down to the left of Hudak. T.O. trying to work into the slot. McCarthy from the top takes a shot, but it's going to go over the head of Hudak and into the glass. Jadlos will chase this one down into his own defensive zone. 3:50 remaining here, first period. Pass out to McCarthy, couldn't connect on it. Salima there to back him up, though. He'll send this one deep into the zone, and Pash will have it from behind the net of Hudak. Out to the far side, Reef trying to look for somebody. Send it back up the center. McCarthy going D to the far side. Again, they'll send it down to the right of Hudak. Hudak going to push this one aside. And it'll be Jalik with the puck here on the ice here. McCarthy, though, going to pick it up from the red line, send it back down into the Miami zone. Upper left corner here. One pass there. T.O. now from the right point. Sending out to the far side. Pash working around the net now for Miami. Trying to clear this one out of the zone. Weiland there. Tried to keep it in. It'll jump over a stick. And T.O. will tap this one back into the Miami zone. They'll have to clear. And now Hengehold will send us to the far side. Ben Clayton had the puck. Tried to send it down. Nice T.O. there. Outworking Miami essentially. Here's Gray had it. Hengehold into the T.O. zone. In the circle to the left of Stewart. Tries to take a shot. Too many black jerseys there. As Henry Robin here. Tried to keep it into the zone. Hamilton will keep it in there. The Red Hawks will have to clear. And back into the zone comes Miami. T.O. though with the turnover at center. Takes a shot and a glove save by Connor Hudak. 2:28 remaining here. First period, we are scoreless.
And it seems like Miami's kind of gotten themselves back in the game here. They've gotten a couple nice rebound opportunities in front of the net. Same with Team Ohio there, but Hudak has made a couple of nice, really unbelievable saves here in the first period.
Metzger and Hamilton for the draw to the left of Hudak, but we'll get a quick whistle. I don't know if our official liked it, so we'll do it again.
I think Don's going to have a couple of bruises say he keeps getting hit with the puck.
They say the officials are part of the game, too. All right, this time we'll get it done. Metzger in the upper left corner. To the right of Hudak, drifting behind the goal line to his right. Down lower left corner now. Metzger battling for it. They also have Ruff there. McCarthy, though, drifting back out to center with it. Tried to get it to Metzger on the feed. Puck loose, and then taken by Bryant Morton. Morton working around the net of Hudak, trying to get it across ice. Was looking to get it to Henry Robb, but overshot him, and it'll be icing coming up against the Miami Junior Red Hawks. 1:59 remaining here, first period. Fast-moving first period.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, for a 9:40 a.m. game, the pace here is really high between the number 1 and number 2 team here in the state.
Metzger and press for the draw to the left of Hudak. Back out to the blue line. T.O. had it, and it will jump over the stick of Jadlos. Jadlos going to go D to D over to Cooper McCarthy. And Miami now with possession. Getting out to Merz. Merz taking a shot, and it's going to head up into the protective netting just in front of the scoreboard. And we'll have the face-off to the left of Tommy Stewart. Nick Ringhauser will take the draw for Miami. To the left of Tommy Stewart. 1:45 remaining here, first frame. T.O. had this for a moment. Will Press stepping in. Puck still loose. Davey had it. Press now has it. And we're going to have an offside as the puck went back and forth over the blue line.
And now here's a point in the period. We have a minute 37 here. You have to start working with clock management here. What strategies you have to use to keep the puck out of your zone and hopefully get a chance to score here.
Will Press take the face-off just outside the T.O. zone. He'll take this one against Josh Gray. T.O. with possession. He'll try to drift this out to center, but it'll be redirected back to T.O. And Merz will chase this one down the near board He'll have Morton to the far side. Morton now feeding it to Ringhauser. Ringhauser into the zone. Nice work there. Press sending it over. Got it over to Ty Davey. Took the shot wide of the cage. 1:12 remaining here, first period. Looking to the right side of Hudak now. Is it gone? He'll get tied up in the upper left corner. Morton coming in as well as Davey. Press there as well for Miami. Out to the slot, and they're going to be cleared out by Bohan. Davey trying to get through center. He'll turn the puck over in the TO zone. TO trying to get it up there, and this one's going to be knocked out of play here by Ty Davey. Went off the top of his stick, which he was holding like a lacrosse stick.
Yeah, and there was a nice chance there by Miami in that 3-on-2 rush. The one thing they do well is their quick touch passing. You know, this Miami team is tight. They have a lot of seniors. They've been through 2 state title games back-to-back years, so the chemistry is really high for them.
You mentioned seniors, 9 seniors for this Miami team, 4 juniors, 6 sophomore, and a freshman. Hamilton out at the point, trying to pick the puck off from T.O. However, they'll clear it all the way down ice as our scoreboard flickers on and off. I don't know if somebody's falling asleep at the board down there or not. Top 4 teams all in action this weekend here at the Showcase in Canton. Or just outside of Canton, actually, just down the road from the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Hamilton will take the face-off. He'll take this one against Grayson Metzger. This will be to the left of Tommy Stewart. Official talking to the Miami coaching staff. Miami, the home team. T.O., the visitor. Interestingly enough, Canton-Akron was the visiting team this morning.
Yeah, it was a little different. You know, I haven't been to those locker rooms right down the hallway here in quite some time.
Hopefully the heater was portable. Puck out the center. T.O. into the Miami zone. It'll be Metzger working on the near board. He'll have taken away by Pash. Pash tried to get it around the board. Clayton there to put his body in or try to hold on to it. Pash reaching in. And it has been full contact here so far. Trying to feed this in the slot. Looking for Metzger. Swept away by Dylan Pash. Pash for Miami. Now 2-on-2 into the zone. He'll take the shot wide left of the cage. And McCarthy sweeping in to try to clear it. And it'll head to the upper right corner. And we're going to get a whistle as the net comes off its moorings. 2.5 seconds left here, first period. We are scoreless. Something you would probably expect between the number 1 and number 2 team in the state of Ohio.
And that was a close chance there. It seemed like Tommy Stewart knocked the net off there, and that puck was humming for the far side corner. That could have maybe took away a scoring opportunity from Miami there.
Face-off coming over there, and before they'll get anything done, the clock will tick down. We'll get the buzzer, and that will bring us to the end of 1. After 1, we are scoreless here between the number 1 team in the state, Miami Junior Redhawks, and the number 2 seed, Team Ohio. We'll step aside for a quick timeout. You are listening to U18 Hockey here on Western Reserve Radio, part of the iMedia One network.
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier. Then make sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday, 10 to 4, and Saturday, 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane. They got gas.
Are you tired of switching apps just to catch your favorite shows and live events? Say hello to the iMedia One Network app, your one-stop destination for streaming and everything that matters. From national sports to exclusive local content, Western Reserve Radio, Western Reserve Radio 2, and City View Sportscast are now all in one place, anytime, anywhere. Download the free iMedia One Network app on iOS and Android and unlock the future of sports audio in the palm of your hand. The iMedia One Network, your sports app in the Valley.
To the stations that are always ahead of the game. Western Reserve Radio, Western Reserve Radio 2, and City View Sportscast. Youngstown, Ohio.
You're listening to Canton-Akron Jets hockey on the iMedia One Sports Network.
Welcome back inside the Center Ice Sports Complex. Second period action about to get underway between the Miami Redhawks and Team Ohio. Scoreless after 1 period of play. It looks like Miami will start with the Parker line and Team Ohio with the Gone line. STO gains possession and chips it into the far corner. That's going to be Drago on the forecheck. Takes a fall there as there's going to be a 2-on-2 battle behind the cage. Whistle will blow as it looks like the ref may have lost sight of the puck, and we will have a draw inside the Miami zone.
Yeah, interestingly, Miami 0 for 2 on the power play. They've had opportunities.
And that power play is scary. Playing against them, always quick movement of the puck there, and always looking for guys like Hamilton, Press, and Davey there. Speaking of Press, they are going to send the press line out there with Ringhauser as his winger. Draw controlled by Miami. T.O. will send 2 guys on it. That is Metzger and Epic there in the far corner. Ref getting in the middle of the battle there. Bodies coming together, and the puck will be chipped out to the neutral zone and worked back to McCarthy. McCarthy will skid up the far side, loses control of it, and Miami will take control. Rimming around. Metzger is there, but gets past him, and Will Press will pick it up. Makes a move, breaks out of the zone, gives it to the near side as Davey here in the neutral zone. Davey chips it into the zone, and Epic is going to recoup and rim it around, but not a winger there for Team Ohio. Ringhauser, a shot from the boards, goes a little wide and comes up to the near side point. Pass sends it down behind the net. McCarthy there being put on by Will Press there. McCarthy trying to escape from him, chips the puck to the other corner to his teammate. That is Jack Jadlos there, and gets it out to center. It'll be chipped up ahead into the Miami zone. Whistle blown. And it looks like our ref, Don, is going to take Will Press to the penalty box here. And it looks like they've got him for a hold. And Team Ohio, for the first time today, will head to the power play.
Press, really a key player for this Miami team, does a lot of things. You don't like to see him in the box.
Really shifty when you're playing one-on-one against him as a defenseman. Really hard to guard there. 13:52, puck is dropped, and the power play has started for Team Ohio. Miami trying to get it out of the zone, and Tristan Hamilton will knock it out the center here. And Team Ohio will gain control. Working it back into their own zone, looking to get a start going here, and an errant pass will send them even further back into their zone. Working it to the far side, now to the middle of the Gray. Gray enters the zone down the left side on his backhand. Puck is worked into the corner. 3 Team Ohio guys on 1 Miami. That's what you want to see on the power play. With those battles there, you want to outman them, and the puck skips over the stick of it looks like McCarthy, but Team Ohio will work it to the near side in the neutral zone. Trying to chip it ahead, can't do so. Tristan Hamilton will knock the puck back in the zone, and that is Cole McCarthy looking to start things here on the power plays. He looks like the quarterback on their power play, and another miscommunication on the pass, fired in by Miami off of the glove of Stewart, almost costed him there. And the puck is sent down, and it's going to be called icing on Team Ohio. And that is not the power play you want to see there. Already halfway through it, 58 seconds left here, and a draw in the TOD zone.
Just under a minute here for the TO power play, and their first one of the day. So Miami playing clean hockey for the most part.
Puck is worked near side. It's Epic. Team Miami, for that matter, is going to fire back down the ice. And it looks like Cooper McCarthy is going to take it up the far side. Cooper McCarthy down the left wing. Tries to stop. Loses control of the puck. Battle there in the far corner. Puck is worked up to the top of the point. Miami trying to get it out. Nice hold there by Team Ohio. But still can't get control, and Miami will send it down the ice. That is Gabriel Todorov on the clear there. 23 seconds here. Team Ohio looking to headman the puck. Tries to do so to Cooper McCarthy. Can't handle it. Knocked back into her zone. And a very uncharacteristic like power play to start here for Team Ohio on the special team side. 8 seconds here. Will Press is about to come out of the penalty box here. Worked up to Soma. Soma down the left side. Will button hook. Looks. Fires off the side of the cage. Ray Epic will poke it back to Soma. Or Salima, for that matter. Cycle down low to the near side corner. Goes out to the point to Salima. Block shot there by Clayton. It will go into the near side corner. Miami coming up with the puck. Tries to backhand it to center. Definitely don't want to go to the center of the ice. In your D zone. Team Ohio keeps it in. Metzger tries to go to the front of the net. Nobody there as they'll battle behind the cage. Picked up by Will Press. Will Press tries to make a move. Stopped by Ray Epic. Epic in front. Can't find a man. And Davey will chip it out to center. Cole McCarthy, brother of Cooper, will take it in his D zone. We'll go D to D. Trying to fire it through the middle. Nobody there for Team Ohio. And Miami will take the control of the puck. Starting from behind that, trying to rim it around. Look at Miami not taking their time with the puck at all. But Team Ohio is going to turn it over. It's now Davey. Davey working it right side to Rife. Rife chips it on net. Another miscontrolled puck there by Stewart and Cage for Team Ohio. Now it's Gray working near side. Gray's going to take a hit by Rife on the near side. But Team Ohio is going to have possession in their D zone. Going to the far side, can't control it. Sloppy passing here in the second period from both teams. That's Cole McCarthy now with it. He's going to go D to D behind the cage. Tries to go through the middle. That seems to be the breakout play from Team Ohio up to the winger through the center of the ice. And Gray is going to have possession. He's just going to dump it in as Tio was offsides, and they go for a line change.
See a lot of forced passes going off Boots. A lot of pressure here going on, and maybe need to slow things down a little bit. Maybe not ping-ponging it so much.
Obviously, long changes for both teams and a save there by Hudak. That's going to stop play. Long changes for both teams in the second period, having to make the track back to their benches. So obviously have to be careful when doing so on that, making sure it doesn't lead to a scoring opportunity. Miami of Ohio coming off of a 6-2 win over the Dayton Stealth last weekend. STO with possession. Cantini can't handle the puck, sends it back out in front. A rebound shot goes wide. And Salima is going to do battle there in the near side corner. Cantini with nice support, tries to find it through the middle, goes up to the point. Shot from the point, redirected in front, and Hudak with the save. Net is knocked off as Tristan Hamilton had speed going up the ice, and play will stop.
Another opportunity for Team Ohio. They're not coming off there, but again, a lot of things forced. They need to slow the game down a little bit here. Both teams good at seeing the wide ice, but kind of playing in a phone booth this morning.
Tanner Duffy there on the shot from the point. A beautiful shot for a redirect there, keeping it mid-high in the body region for an easy redirect as they will kick out Salima from the draw. Cantini takes a draw, and Team Ohio will win it, and they'll send it deep into the zone. Tries to fire in front, redirected wide by Miami. Working on the near side here as Morton and Eichmuller. Miami will take possession. Tries to chip out to his winger, another missed pass. And he's going to be fired back in by Cooper McCarthy. No icing as he was over the red line. Miami up near side to Clayton. Clayton breakout pass to Tristan Hamilton coming up the left side. Hamilton tries to drop it back, but supported and picked up by Clayton. Clayton brings it back down low to Hamilton. Hamilton looking, sends it back to the point to Morton. Can't handle the pass off of the skate. And Miami will recoup here coming up the near side. Goes through the middle, and physical play there by Henschhold on Cantini, but Team Ohio will gain possession. And Miami will smack it back into the D zone, and T.O. will flutter it down into the Miami zone. Henschholder looking for Ralph on the far side, can't connect. DDT pass here for Team Ohio. Through the middle to Epic. Epic chips it into the zone, and Metzger is on the forecheck. Todorov and Metzger doing battle in the far corner. Epic pokes it up ahead. Team Ohio coming from a shot. Redirected to wide. Almost went in again. Another redirection by Team Ohio, and they're swarming the cage of Hudak here to start. Pass in front to Epic. Epic can't handle on the left side. Goes top of the slot to Metzger. To McCarthy. Aaron slap shot there by McCarthy, and Miami will chip it off of the glass and down into the Team Ohio zone. Cole McCarthy stopping, looking for an outlet pass, and gives it to Epic. Epic goes far ice to Metzger. Metzger gives it to Gon. Gon coming down the right side as the puck will head into the corner. Gon button hooks in near side corner, gives up to Metzger. Metzger up to Galvin. Galvin walks the line. Shot. Blocker saved by Hudak. Rebound is loose and picked up by Ringhauser. Fires it to the middle to Davey. Davey up to Will Press on the near side. It's the number one line here for Miami. Press working in. Forehand. Backhand. He scores! The point leader for Miami, Ohio, Will Press, with a beautiful one-on-one, works it wide and tucks it with his backhand on Stewart. Miami breaks the ice here, 7:37 left in the second period. They lead 1-0.
Stewart looked like he was anticipating that first shot. Press working left to right. Stewart couldn't get back to him, and a nice backhand here. And that's what happens when you give Will Press a little open ice.
Definitely don't want to give him any open ice. He's really good at the one-on-one battles, coming down with a full head of steam. As Miami gaining the momentum here as the puck is dropped. 7:37 left in the second period. 1-0 Miami. Not on the board yet. Another big hit. Will Press trying to establish his physicality as a turnover here for Team Ohio. Working in on Hudak. Back hitter. What a save by Hudak. Keeping that lead in favor of Miami. Works up to the point. Team Ohio can't get a shot off. And a turnover here to Will Press. Will Press works through two men. And is going to turn it over, but Davey's going to recoup and fire it on Stewart. Stewart is going to play it. Duffy is going to take control of it. Near side in his own D zone, works it up to Salima. Off of the stick of him, and Pash is going to give it to Will Press. Press to the far side, it's Rife. Rife walks in, shot into the belly of Stewart, and he will hold.
And a great opportunity for Ike Mueller just moments ago. Just couldn't find that little bit of area. As T.O. moving the puck well, just could not find the back of the net.
Obviously, just one defensive breakdown there for Team Ohio that results in a goal. Outside of that, great play by both teams here as we are halfway through the second period. Ref kicks out the center for Team Ohio.
Looks like he didn't like what Gray was doing. They'll send Gahn in.
Number 15, Gahn will win the draw, and Cooper McCarthy spins around him, man, and works up to the far side boards. Can't chip it out. Ref in the way again. The refs are going to have some marks heading into day 2 of the showcase tomorrow. As this is Cooper McCarthy again. Headman's the puck up ahead. Can't connect with Gahn. Trying to look for a breakaway opportunity as it'll go into the near side corner in the Miami zone. 2-on-2 battle there. And it's going to be poked out to the right side. It's Morton. Morton trying to get there, but it's picked up by Gray and stolen by Morton. Morton will work it up the right side. Trying to cut to the middle, weaves around a man, and is chipped ahead by Miami. But Team Ohio will send it back out down into the Miami zone. No ice. It's going to die short of the goal line. Mason Mers is going to flip it out to center. As both teams doing a really good job taking away the breakout opportunities as they've been clinging to floating the puck out. As this Ray Epic through the 2 line, cuts into the left side, shot backside, rebound loose, can't jam at it, and is knocked to the far side corner. Another great defensive play by Miami, taking away those rebound opportunities from Team Ohio. Your side now is Jalek. Looking, gives it to Tristan Hamilton. Hamilton, a smooth defender, tries to weave around 2 men, loses it, and it's near side Epic. Epic gives it to the middle to Ruff. Ruff runs into a couple of Miami defenders, but still with it in the far side corner. Ruff being pinned by Tristan Hamilton. And it looks like we're going to have a penalty upcoming on Miami as Stewart was heading to the bench, trying to get an extra man on. And it looks like Morton is going to head to the box. And Team Ohio, an opportunity to put a goal up to tie this game.
I got 85 white minors for hooking.
They got Morton for a hook. As the senior forward for Miami, Ben Clayton. 5:22 left here in the second period. And another chance for Team Ohio to get on the board. Face-off draw tied up. Ray Epic is going to take possession and send it down low. Working it behind the net here is Team Ohio. Whiffs on the pass and body by Miami as he's pinned up in the near side corner. Puck is worked up to the point. It's Galvin. Galvin D to McCarthy. Shot gloved down by Hudak, and he will hold with 1:40 left on the power play.
Oh, Miami working well defensively on the penalty kill. And Hudak having a good day too. Sometimes you just hit those days when you got that solid netminder.
Hudak gains some fire and plays with that momentum. Really good job at it. As McCarthy works it to Epic. Epic walks it, shoots. Blocker saved by Hudak. And Miami will clear down the ice. And Stewart will set it up for his power play unit. Cole McCarthy is getting up the near side in the 2 Miami defenders. McCarthy will send it to the far side of the ice. It's Salima. Salima going down the far side, body by Todorov. And Todorov will take the puck, fire it around the boards, but is held in by Team Ohio. Go to the far side now, near side to Cole McCarthy. McCarthy shot off the skate, and rebound, he scores! A funny bounce there goes in favor of Team Ohio. Cole McCarthy, his shot off of the skate of a Miami defender, and it looks like Colton Salima with the Berry back door and knots the game up at 1 just a minute into the power play, as now we're even strength with 4:22 left in the second.
Against teams like Miami, T.O.'s got to take advantage of the power plays. Did well here so far, 1 for 2 on the power play is T.O.
50% for Team Ohio, and the ref will kick out both centers. That is Gray and Ralph being kicked out. Miami wins the draw and will send it down into the Miami zone. No ice called. T.O. maybe 1-1 as he goes beyond the red line. As this is Cooper McCarthy, son of head coach Jeff, will fire it to the far side. Can't connect with Drago, but Gray will swoop in. Now as Drago goes D to D to Cooper McCarthy. McCarthy to Gunn. Gunn will fire it in. 4 minutes left here in the second period. 1-1 tie between Team Ohio and Miami. As the puck is worked back to Cooper. McCarthy makes a move around a man. Backhands it into the zone behind the net. Miami looking to break out here. Goes near side. And it looks like Elliott can't clear the zone. As that's near side rimmed up the boards. Puck is fired into the middle of the ice off of a funny bounce, but Team Ohio can't capitalize. And here comes Morton down the far side. A body there by Cooper McCarthy. Beautiful play with that hip check. And Team Ohio try to look for a pass in the middle of the ice. That is not what you want to do. Send the puck in the center of the D zone, and Stewart will hold with 3:22 left in the second period.
And again, so I think Miami rushing somebody. Miami and T.O. both rushing these passes. They don't look as crisp as we normally see. We've seen them several times. Jets 2-1 against T.O. 0-2 against Miami. Competitive games these have been, though.
Oh, for sure. And a big game later this afternoon between Miami and Canton-Akron. That's a shove there by Cantini. Maybe a call wanted there by Miami. As this is Bohan. We'll chip it off the near side boards to Hamilton. Hamilton will send it into the zone. And Hamilton with a reverse hit on Whelan. And lots of physicality and contact here in the second period. More than there was in the first.
Good control by T.O. also. Stewart may have gotten a little baptism from Miami, and cooler heads prevail on that.
Obviously a ton of experience on this Miami team, going to back-to-back state title games, coming up short 2 years ago against Hilliard and last year against Canton-Akron. As Team Ohio now in the neutral zone, Cantini will fire into the zone. Cantini will be on the forecheck on Bohan in the far corner. Cantini will put a body on him. Kicks it out, and Tristan Hamilton of Miami will pick it up. Coming near side, a fluid, smooth skater in Tristan Hamilton comes down the near side, tries to make a move, and the puck is knocked off his stick and chipped up ahead to Salima. Salima coming down the near side will fire it on Hudak, redirected into the far side corner. Todorov now will chip it up the boards, and Miami clears it out to Hamilton. Hamilton, far side, enters the zone, walks into the top of the circle, whiffs on the shot, and taken down. Miami won a call there, not going to get one. Now it's Team Ohio through the neutral zone. This is Ruff. Ruff with the shot on Hudak into the stomach, and he will cover with 2:18 left in the second.
Miami's bench looking for a penalty. I think that was a good no call on there. I think it was more of the offensive player falling over the defender.
Sometimes those calls are hard to make and can alter the momentum of a game,
especially in a 1-1 game.
Gray off of the faceoff shot, never saved by Hudak. And Team Ohio maybe trying to look to hit some corners here on Hudak, as he's had a couple routine saves here as of recent. Miami win to clean some things up in the D zone. This Team Ohio is going to win the draw. Gray can't get a shot off, and Miami will just barely clear it out of the zone there, as a penalty is going to be called on Miami. They're going to get the senior forward Otto Reif, as Don will escort him to the penalty box. As they're going to get right for a rough. 2:04 left here in the second period. 2-minute power play for Team Ohio, as Miami is going to be virtually on the PK for the rest of the period here, unless Team Ohio can capitalize again. 1 for 2 on the power play today for Team Ohio. Epic, far wing, will get up to Jalos here near side. Up to Cooper. Cooper shot, rebound, redirected wide by Hudak. His rebound control has been really sublime so far here to start this game. Metzger now up to Epic on the far side boards. Epic to Cooper. Cooper McCarthy shot off the stick of Hudak. His stick is loose on the ice. Ringhauser will poke it back to him, and Miami will clear the zone. And a whistle blown. The net is knocked off of its peg there with 1:34 left in the second period.
Hudak's been very active, left to right, front to back. And that's caused the net to come off several times. But fundamentally, I don't think you're going to find too many goalies as sound as him. And they're going to flip this one all the way down to the TO zone. And Jeff McCarthy not happy from TO. Net came off, and then Coach McCarthy feels that. And Coach McCarthy disagrees with the call.
Oh yeah, him and Coach Sean are good buddies, and it's always a fun time playing against Team Ohio. Team Ohio will win the draw, and Epic will look to start up their power play breakout as he'll give it to Salima on the far side. Breakout pass to Metzger. Metzger coming down the far side, working in on Morton. Metzger goes back up to the point. It's Epic now. Gives it to Cooper, and McCarthy will be patient and walk the line. Nice spin move to the far side. McCarthy with a shot. Hits a stick in front and goes wide. Miami looking to clear here. Can't do so. Tristan Hamilton will give it to the point. It's Team Ohio. Jadlos with the shot. Save made. Loose puck. Rebound. And Epic will bury it. Chaos in front of the net in Team Ohio. Now 2 for 3 on the power play. Both goals. And now they take the lead just like that with 1:03 left in the second. It is 2-1 Team Ohio.
Team Ohio sitting in that second spot. And when you talk about the rankings 1 through 4, these are decimal point differences. These aren't even full points. So this is going to be a back and forth game between two of the top teams in Ohio.
As Coach Sean has said, it is the little things that separate all 4 teams done throughout the week and prep for their games on the weekends. As Team Ohio will try to work into the zone, turned over, it's around Will Press. Will Press down the far side. Will try to make a move, loses control of it, and cleared by Team Ohio. Fired back in by Miami. It's Cole McCarthy behind the net looking to set up a breakout. McCarthy will flutter it down the ice, trying to look for a man, and it is going to reach the goal line, and icing is called with 40.6 left in the second period.
The big difference here, special teams. TO capitalizing on their power plays. Miami trying to figure out they cannot take these penalties either.
And clearly that is the case as Team Ohio is 2 for 3 on the power play. After that first one, I was a little sloppy. They cleaned it up. Will Price with a shot blocked by Team Ohio there. As Henschel will send it back into the zone, and a battle here in the near side corner with Hamilton. And it looks like Cooper McCarthy as the puck is pinned there. Looking to eat the clock up here with 25 seconds left. Great play by Team Ohio. Just eating the clock. Don is going to blow the whistle.
I'm surprised it took that long. They haven't been very patient with these battles in the corners.
But great job there by Cooper McCarthy, pinning it to the boards. Killed off a lot of time. Now there's 18.9 left here in the second period. Team Ohio looking for a change. Maybe the refs didn't give them enough time to change there, as we'll have a slight delay here.
Good time management for Miami. They have 18 seconds to work. Not a whole lot of time for TO here in the second frame.
Obviously, we saw in the Canton-Akron game with 10 seconds left, burying a goal there late in the first period. Henschel tries to get the press, and he does so. Press makes a move, walks in, top of the circle. Can't hold on to it. Henschel shot, save made by Stewart with 1.8 left to go. And maybe Miami's coach not happy with the scorekeeper's table, trying to get an extra couple of seconds added on there.
Zach Sens, the head coach for Miami. And the person attending our score table is just shaking their head no.
And head ref Don will head to the scorekeeper's box to have a discussion. And Don thinks that they stopped it on time, and they're going to.
I do believe he asked, "Did you stop it?" And they said, "Well, of course." All right. So 1.8 seconds left.
Looking to maybe get a shot off here, and can't do so. It will be one into the corner, and second period action has come to a close. Fireworks here in the second period. Miami comes out hot and takes the lead. And Team Ohio on the power play with back-to-back goals gives them the 2-1 lead here. Second period intermission here. We will be back after this break.
Are you ready to join the legacy? This is your chance to become part of something special with the Youngstown Patricians. Honoring the proud football tradition of the Valley, we're on the lookout for talented post-high school athletes who want to make their mark on the field. Whether you're a seasoned high school athlete, college, or former professional player, develop your skills and become part of a team that values hard work, dedication, and community spirit. Don't wait. Begin your path to the gridiron by visiting youngstownpat.com or contacting us on Facebook at the Youngstown Patricians. Be bold, be legendary, join the Youngstown Patricians today.
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier that makes sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday, 10 to 4, and Saturday, 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane. They got gas.
Lena's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and halushki. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard, or call 234-254-8532.
Youngstown, Warren, and Salem Sports Talk is on the iMedia One Network, Western Reserve Radio, Western Reserve Radio 2, and City View Sportscast.
You're listening to Canton-Akron Jets hockey on the iMedia One Sports Network. Intermission time here between the second and third period. Jim Craven with you, Will Craven as well, coming off their big win this morning over the Dayton Stealth. Phantoms were in action last night in Chicago. Of course, we all love to listen to the ballads of Mark Cintron, the voice of the Chicago Steel. A lot of fun when he comes to Youngstown, and I think he might have some fun too.
Oh, it's always a good time when you see broadcasters make the trip out to Youngstown. Obviously, last night is a chippy game to say the least. The Phantoms went down 3-1 and made a little bit of a cardiac kids comeback there in the third period and snuck out of Chicago with 2 points as they wrapped up their road trip for this week.
Yep, Youngstown Phantoms under the leadership of Ryan Ward, who we all love the post-game interviews with the voice of the Phantoms, Matt Lipsack. Of course, we'll check and see what he had to say last night. Again, the Phantoms get the 4-3 win. They will be back in action next week as they will hit the Lincoln, Nebraska to take on the Lincoln Stars. That'll be Friday and Saturday. Stay tuned on our social media, see if we're going to carry that one or not, as we try to network with our USHL partners to bring you all the action. But the Phantoms will be back at the Cavelli Center on February 13th, 14th, and 15th, as they will have a trio of games against the Muskingum Lumberjacks. Easy for me to say. That will be Friday at 7:05, Saturday at 6:05, and Sunday at 4:05. Of course, pregame 15 minutes prior to puck drop. Plenty of great seats still available. 330-747-PUCK, 747-7825. And if you can't be there, of course, you can listen to all the action with the voice of the Phantoms, Matt Lipsack, and engineer extraordinaire, the only Dave FFID Ferris. Third period coming up here. Team Ohio with a 2-1 lead. And for as kind of uncharacteristically sloppy as we've seen the passing, a great game so far.
Oh, yeah, just to say the least there. Miami's just got to clean it up on these penalties a little bit. Obviously, they have costed them, as Team Ohio is 66% on the power play through 2 periods of play there. Both goals coming as a result of that. And it's just got to be cleaned up by both teams. Obviously, it's a 9:40 start. Both teams had to make the travel here to Canton, Ohio for this showcase weekend here. All these teams, except for Erie Cathedral Prep, will be in action at the Buckeye Cup down at Oxford, Ohio at the end of February here for the state tournament.
We love it down there. A beautiful facility down there on the campus of Miami University, the Goggin Ice Center, and probably one of the nicer arenas that probably pretty much anybody will play at.
Oh, yeah, the Division I rink there, especially that main rink, high with the high glass there, the high ceiling, is perfect conditions to play a hockey game down there.
Scoring went like this. It'd be Will Press in the second period, getting the Redhawks on the board. They would take a 1-0 lead And then it would be, excuse me, as I tried to get that out, it would be Colton Salima on the power play, finding the back of the net. He would tie this one up at 1-1. And then with 1:03 left in the second period, Ray Epic would bury one on the power play as Team Ohio would take a 2-1 lead into the locker room, but a long way to go here into third period. 2-1 lead not safe with either one. Again, when you're talking about the number 1, number 2 rated teams in the state of Ohio, we say that only for numerical purposes. Again, the separation between these teams are mere tenths of a point coming in to February.
And every week it is switching nonstop. Canton-Akron was 1 to start last week, took a loss to Team Ohio on senior night by a score of 3-1, dropped to 3. Miami jumped up from 3-1. Team Ohio went up to 2. So each week is just switching nonstop. The 3 team can be the 1 seed. The 1 seed can be the 3 seed. It is just nonstop, constant change there in the rankings, in the USA Hockey rankings for that fact.
A lot of parity here as we get late into the season. We'll step aside for another timeout. When we come back, third period action here from center ice. You are listening to U18 Hockey Action here on Western Reserve Radio 2, a part of the iMedia One network.
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier. Then make sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday, 10 to 4, and Saturday, 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane. They got gas.
Watch this. Let's face it. What a time to be making a hockey show.
Nice. Just when I thought last year couldn't be topped.
Let them know what they're in for here.
Here we are.
How scared are you guys? How scared are you?
What keeps you motivated?
I think winning. I don't really know any different.
Lena's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and halushki. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard, or call 234-254-8532.
Discount Power Sports LLC is continuing to grow. They offer ATVs, dirt bikes, go-karts, electric bicycles, while offering off-road power sport repair services. Located at 758 North Main Street in Hubbard, right next to the newly renovated Village Tavern. Discount Power Sports LLC also offers financing and accepts all major credit cards. Discount Power Sports LLC, find them online at discountpowersports.biz. Discount Power Sports LLC, where value meets adventure.
Are you tired of switching apps just to catch your favorite shows and live events? Say hello to the iMedia One Network app, your one-stop destination for streaming and everything that matters. From national sports to exclusive local content, Western Reserve Radio, Western Reserve Radio 2, and City View Sportscast are now all in one place, anytime, anywhere. Download the free iMedia One Network app on iOS and Android and unlock the future of sports audio in the palm of your hand. The iMedia One Network, your sports app in the Valley.
Your best source for everything hockey is here. The NHL app is your place to get every highlight from every game.
McDavid to the net. Score!
Off the ice player content you won't find anywhere else.
You guys have a helmet I can throw on for this?
The most NHL edge stats and advanced analytics and ways to catch up on the game how you want, when you want. When it comes to following the NHL, don't settle for anything else. Hockey is better on the NHL app.
Are you ready to join the legacy? This is your chance to become part of something special with the Youngstown Patricians. Honoring the proud football tradition of the Valley, we're on the lookout for talented post-high school athletes who want to make their mark on the field. Whether you're a seasoned high school athlete, college, or former professional player, develop your skills and become part of a team that values hard work, dedication, and community spirit. Don't wait. Begin your path to the gridiron by visiting youngstownpat.com or contacting us on Facebook at the Youngstown Patricians. Be bold, be legendary, join the Youngstown Patricians today. Village Tavern's been a beloved local landmark in Hubbard, Ohio for nearly a century, and now it's better than ever. Recently renovated and still serving up the same warm hospitality, the Village Tavern is your go-to spot for great food, cold drinks, and a laid-back atmosphere. Whether you're stopping in for dinner, catching up with friends, or just looking to relax, you'll enjoy a full menu of American favorites, rotating drink specials, and friendly service that makes every visit memorable. Be sure to visit the Village Tavern at 746 North Main Street in Hubbard, right next to Repair That Glass. To learn more, go to villagetavern3.com.
Think back to the beginning. That first game. That first jersey. That first moment when you knew you'd found your place. What you wear today started with a feeling. A feeling that changed everything. NHL Shop, a Fanatics experience.
To the stations that are always ahead of the game. Western Reserve Radio, Western Reserve Radio 2, and City View Sportscast. Youngstown, Ohio.
You're listening to Canton-Akron Jets hockey on the iMedia 1 Sports Network.
Of course, not Canton-Akron right now. Special presentation here. Team Ohio, the Miami Junior Redhawks, the 2-1 team respectively. I said that backwards, but it's a 1-2 matchup. Came off this morning, 8 o'clock, 3-4 matchup between Dayton and Canton-Akron. And we will see these teams all weekend long. Tomorrow coming up, Canton-Akron Jets will take on Indian Hill at noon, followed by a late evening game with the Hilliard Hockey Club. Only the second meeting with Hilliard this year, I believe. If I'm not mistaken.
I want to say we saw him in Columbus one time.
That has been a great back and forth game there with the Hilliard Hockey Club. It gets a little heated at times, but a lot of hockey fun. So not the type of.
Yes, we met with them at the Chiller Thanksgiving tournament back in November, where Canton-Akron took away a 7-0 win.
Okay, we're ready here for third period action. T.O. with a 2-1 lead.
Looks like Miami's going to send out the Tristan Hamilton line with Rob and Clayton there. Team Ohio sending out the gray line, as is going to be battled for here in the referee crease on the near side. Miami will send it into the zone. Stewart will hold it behind the net for his defenseman. Mishandles it a little bit. And that is Jadlow trying to pick up the puck there as they're going to battle in the far corner. Bodies collide, and Team Ohio will come out with possession. Trying to work around a man. Kicked away by Miami, but picked up by Team Ohio. Coming down the far side, turnover there, and sent out of the zone by Pash. And back in. Pash will have it. Chips it around a man. And Team Ohio will gain possession, winning that battle there, sending up to the point, and can't connect with Cooper McCarthy, who will be in the neutral zone. Looking for some room. He's going to find some down the right side, and he's going to be hooked and called there by our referee, Don. And Tristan Hamilton will be heading to the box for a hook.
Well, Miami again going back to the penalty kill, and that is what has cost them, is a little back and forth between McCarthy and Hamilton. A little laughing actually going on.
And Team Ohio 2 for 3 today on the power play. Obviously don't want to give them the man advantage here today with 14-14 left in the third. Faceoff is tied up and won by Team Ohio. Metzger on the far side works it back to the point. That is Larson. Larson gives it to Cole McCarthy. McCarthy near side to Epic. Epic will work it down low. Work back up to Cole McCarthy. He'll walk the line, shoot, and a save. No, it'll go right past Hudak into the corner. Thought he had it in his chest. And Team Ohio up to Cole McCarthy at the point. Another shot saved by Hudak. Now a penalty upcoming on Miami. And T.O. trying to get them to touch the puck, and Brinkhauser will do so. And a rough called on Miami. That is going to be number 25, the sophomore defenseman Owen Hengehold, heading to the box. And Team Ohio with a 5-on-3 opportunity here. 2 minutes, or a minute 27 of 5-on-3, and an extra 33 seconds of 5-on-4 after that. And for being down 2-1, that is not the start you want for Miami. Little miscommunication on the face-off draw, and the puck was inadvertently sent down the ice as a referee down will go down and pick it up.
Gone is a legend around here. It's like kind of like Madonna. You don't even need to know his last name.
Obviously, one of the loved referees in the Canton and Cleveland area, for that matter. As this is Team Ohio working it in the neutral zone. Salima tries to go to Cole McCarthy, turned over. Will press, working one-on-one. Puck is knocked into the near side corner. 5-on-3. Obviously, do not want to turn the puck over and hold possession, as there's a ton of room for Team Ohio on the ice, with Miami having 2 men down. This is Team Ohio coming around the net. We're backed up to Epic. Salima in the near side corner is going to go down low. That is Metzger. Metzger is spinning away from his man, gives it near side to Epic. Epic to the point is McCarthy. McCarthy near side to Epic, top of the circle, shot tipped out of play. Epic having a little bit of a lap there with Metzger, as that shot looks like it was humming the near side corner. And 40 seconds left of 5-on-3 action here. Team Ohio is going to have a draw in the Miami zone.
Souvenir time for the folks outside the ring.
Team Ohio is going to win possession here, and this is Cooper McCarthy now at the top of the blue line. McCarthy is going to go far side. He's going to take a shot, tipped and redirected wide. Team Ohio getting their opportunities here. This is Cooper McCarthy. Cooper working it back near side to Gone. Gone shot, glove down by Hudak, and he will hold.
Hudak tracking that puck beautifully, reaching up there, about a 20-foot shot.
Team Ohio getting their opportunities here, looking to go 3 for 4 on the power play. 19 seconds left of 5-on-3 play. As Miami will win the draw and rifle, send it down the ice. And obviously Miami is going to have to hold back, as they have a lot of ice given to Team Ohio, as they're going to use it here. 8 seconds left as Hamilton's about to come out of the box here. This is Cooper McCarthy down the far side boards, coming behind the net, trying to handle it along the boards, loses control and sent down. No ice on the PK. Tristan Hamilton trying to get down there, as it's 5-on-4 now for 25 seconds. And Team Ohio will gain possession in the neutral zone. Gone, working it to the far side. Stop, looking for his man, but miscommunication there, and Rifle will send it down. 12 seconds left on the power play for Team Ohio, and Miami with a huge kill there to start this third period with 11:45 and counting. Coming up the near side is Drago, loses possession. This is Will Press. We're even numbers now. Will Press will take a fall, and the ref is going to call it. I don't know if that was a trip right there, but a break for Miami there. Will Press drawing the penalty, and this dangerous Miami power play will head out for a chance to knot this game up with 11:36 left in the third period.
Yeah, I got to agree with you on that one. I'm not sure that he went down as a result of any contact.
Call coming from the referee on the far side of the ice as it occurred here on the near side dive. Miami will win the draw, but Morton can't handle it as he will recoup into his D zone. Loses control of the puck. And Metzger trying to win that battle there. Poked away by Ringhauser. Ringhauser behind his own cage. Was trying to go to press, but turned over by Metzger. Press will nail Metzger into the numbers.
Wow. Metzger's, I'm glad he got up. His head snapped back. Looked like his chin went off either the glass or the board. And I believe this is going to be a good one coming up. This may be significant.
And
let's see what our referee got to say.
It's looking like one of those penalties where he
doesn't turn, but he turns.
Obviously, Will Press arguing that Metzger turned as he was trying to hit him shoulder on shoulder. So 4-on-4 for 1:41 and counting here. And this is Mers working up the near side, turned over. But Davey is going to win possession. He'll send it back into his zone to Morton. Morton doing battle with Epic. Epic's going to come away with that one. He'll go up to the point. Cooper not there, and he'll recoup in the neutral zone. McCarthy trying to direct traffic here. Trying to drop it back for his teammate. That would be Gray there. But Team Ohio's going to come up on the far side. Epic trying to hit Metzger in the middle. Can't do so. He'll come to the near side quarter. Cooper McCarthy taking a hard shoulder there by Davey on the near side. And a nice move there by Hamilton. As you can see, the shiftiness. He is hard to defend sometimes. As Tristan Hamilton will come down the far side, works on Epic. Hamilton's in, whiffs on the shot, and takes a bump into the boards. Hamilton is down. Net's knocked off. And we'll have to reset the net and see if Tristan Hamilton is okay as he slowly works his way back up to his feet.
Yeah, it took a little bump, though. Came in on a 3-on-1 odd man rush, and it almost looked like he was going to work his way inside for an unassisted goal, but he'll go down, dust himself off, and no worse for the wear.
He will come off, and Ringhauser and Reif will head out as forwards. 53 seconds left of 4-on-4 play with 10:29 left in the third, as they are giving Stewart some time to gather his equipment. As Salima and Ringhauser will take the draw. And ref not liking what Salima did and kicks him out. Drago will take it. 1-2. Miami shot up the glove of Stewart and in! The senior forward, Otto Wright, from the top of the circle, hits the glove of Stewart, but trickles in the net. 4-on-4. A lucky bounce there from Miami. Knocks it all up at 2.
We got two teams playing such even levels here. Sometimes it's better lucky than good.
Clearly there for the senior forward in Otto Wright, just off the top of the glove of Stewart. Gets by him and trickles into the net. Miami getting their momentum back here as we are still 4-on-4 here for 45 more seconds as Cole McCarthy now near side. Tries to go far side, takes a bump by Ringshauser. And they are going to call Ringshauser for an interference. Miami arguing the point. Maybe it was as soon as Cole got rid of the puck, but they're actually going to call right. It might have happened on the other side. As they called Otto Reif, the goal scorer, for an interference. As now we are going to go to 4-on-3 in favor of Team Ohio. Tons of space here on the ice with 10:16 left in the third period.
And for Miami, you're only 10 seconds in to a penalty, and now you get another one.
33 seconds left of 4-on-3, and that's going to go 5-on-3 to Team Ohio for a handful of seconds here. As Cooper McCarthy, nice spin move on the near side. Working it behind the cage. Will go up to the point. Now near side to Epic. Epic, left dot, far side. Here's McCarthy, backhander, can't hit it, rebound, he scores! And some extracurricular by Davey, and Davey's going to get sent to the box for that. Cooper McCarthy with a nice forehand to backhand move, couldn't cash in. But his teammate there, either Epic or Jack Jadlow's there on the doorstep, buries the rebound.
Let's see who they're going to give the credit to for the score. But if Miami...
It looks like they got Davey for a rough, but they also took... They have to get Cooper McCarthy to the boxes. It looks like they got Cooper McCarthy for an unsportsmanlike there.
It looked like he teed him up.
I don't know what he could have been called for, laying down on the ice there after the goal was scored. Head coach Jeff McCarthy trying to have a conversation with Don as Cooper will make his way to the box.
Yeah, if you're Zach Sens, if you lose this game, the only thing you're going to look back at are the penalties and the unnecessary penalties.
Scoreboard still showing 2-1, as it should be 3-2 in favor of Team Ohio.
And our scoreboard operator maybe a little sleepy on this early Saturday morning.
And the penalty is up for Team Ohio. It's now 5-on-4, it looks like. Obviously,
right, so
one
penalties.
Obviously, one call on the goal there, maybe not taken off the board. And now it is 5-on-4. And an icing on Team Ohio with 1:01 left of power play time. And another chance to extend their lead here as they're up 3-2 on Miami with 9:17 left in the third.
Yeah, and I think the coaching staff for Miami is going to realize this was unnecessary to put yourself in these positions. You became your own worst enemy at this point. It's a little tough for the home team.
It is hard to find a flow in a rhythm when you have guys in the box sending out the same unit of guys trying to kill these penalties as they get tired and other guys aren't touching the ice. Hamilton taking the draw and tied up there, and Team Ohio will come away with it. It's Gone coming up the near side. Gone works his way down to the left circle. Will drop it off to his teammate. That is Drago. Drago behind the net. Will go back near side to Gone. Gone up to Galvin. Galvin back to Gone. Up to Galvin. Right side point to Cole McCarthy. McCarthy near side point to Galvin. Galvin will fire on it. Tipped in front. Rebound is loose. It's there on the doorstep. And Hudak sprawling across the cage with some bodies coming together behind the net. Ringshauser and Hamilton. Hudak, an unbelievable play, sprawling across the crease to save that goal from going in, keeping Miami within one.
Yeah, I think Ringhauser took a little bit of exception. And I believe that might be Josh Gray, and they're tapping Hudak on the head when he was down on his chest.
Obviously, one of the unwritten rules of hockey, making contact with the goalie when the puck is covered.
Thou shalt not touch my netminder.
As we are still 5-on-4 here for 32 more seconds here for Team Ohio, as Metzger is going to win the draw and go behind the cage. He is going to go to his teammate. Now up to Cole McCarthy. McCarthy left dot to Epic. Cole McCarthy, right side point. That is going to be Galvin. Galvin's going to go down to Metzger. Metzger looking for a pass across the ice. It tipped away by, it looks like, Ralph of Miami of Ohio. Cole McCarthy will hold 10 seconds left here on the power play. McCarthy's going to go up to Metzger. Metzger, puck poked off his stick by Press, but Metzger's going to get it back. Looking for his teammate Drago, and miscommunication there as we are even. Back to full strength are both teams. Will Press near side, 5-on-5 here. Will Press is going to work it to the top of the circle, into the slot, can't get a shot, brought down, and a penalty coming up on Team Ohio. And 8:03 left in the third. Will Press drawing the penalty, and Miami is going to head to the power play, looking to cash in and knot this game up.
Yeah, huge opportunity for Miami. Down 3-2 to Team Ohio. They're going to need this opportunity as Grayson Metzger will head to the box.
It looks like they got Metzger for a hook there on Will Press. Press coming down with Metzger's stick on the ice. Miami trying to encourage their teammates to put one in the back of the net here with the number 1 unit out. Appears to be maybe not. It looks maybe the 2 unit. With Rife, Ringshauser, Hamilton, Morton, and Press. That will be the 1 unit. Morton near side shot off of a body in front and redirects to the near side boards. Morton, right side point, walking to the high slot, gives it back out to Press. Now near side to Morton. Morton going to the left point to Press. Press near side dot to Morton. Morton goes cross ice to Hamilton, left dot. Hamilton will spin away. Miami hopefully looking for that one glory shot there to put it in the back of the net. Near side to Morton. Morton right side dot. Shot blocked by a Team Ohio member there. That looks like Galvin on the block there. As Rife, a little mishandle on the puck there. Morton goes far side to Hamilton. One-timer save made by Stewart. And the puck will come back to Miami of Ohio. There's Press at the top of the point. Press will come down the left side to left dot. Low dot goes back to Morton. What a glove save by Stewart! Post to post and snags it with 1:03 left on the power play for Miami of Ohio and keeping this game away from being tied up.
If Stewart's arms were a half inch shorter, he would have gone down to his chest and missed that one. Miami would have gotten the goal, but a beautiful save by the TO netminder.
Both goaltenders with incredible saves here to keep this game close. Stewart flashing the leather there as Davey will work it out to the near side to Morton. Morton back to the right dot to Davey. Davey's shot goes wide of the cage, but Tristan Hamilton will be there to save it. Goes up the Press. Back to Hamilton. Hamilton walks in. Shots. Scores! That was one of those options there on the power play. They have Davey and Hamilton, walks in on the left dot and fires it short side and buries it. We are all knotted up at 3 with 6:53 left in the third period.
Hamilton, Press, and Davey. You can see that perimeter closing down. Little more every time they cycle the puck. Finally, a nice clean shot off the right side of Tommy Stewart.
Hamilton having a goal of the similar style against Canton-Akron down at the Olentangy Orange Pioneer Tournament in Columbus on MLK weekend.
Yeah, we won't talk about that, though.
He can rip it. He can rip it. Now it's Miami of Ohio looking for a stretch pass to Rife. Goes behind him, and it will be an icing. And it will go back down to the Miami zone.
I believe you might have gotten a bird's eye view of that one, actually.
Oh, just right on ice level. Right in front of my face.
The best seat in the house.
Obviously, him and Davey seem to be the guys that they look towards as they try to sneak Davey backside all the time for a tap-in. Playing seems to be a 2-3 style power play. As Miami of Ohio now breaking it out. This is number 14, Jalek, will get it into the Team Ohio zone as they try to establish a forecheck here. Cole McCarthy, near side in the corner, spins away from a man, loses his footing, but gets back up with it, and he loses the puck, and is knocked into the far side corner as Jalek. Up to the point out to Henshold. Henshold, the sophomore, works it down low. Stick is lifted, puck is loose, and Drago is going to work up to the captain, Cooper McCarthy. Now up ahead to Gone, can't get around Henshold. Henshold working up the ice. Cooper wanting a hold there, didn't get one, and now Todorov looking for an option, trying to work it up the ice. That is number 92. Or excuse me, number 82, Elliott there for Miami of Ohio, as the puck is now on the near side boards is Pash. Pash taken out in the near side corner. And it's Cole McCarthy for Team Ohio at the point. Shot almost redirected by Metzger, but Hudak will make the glove save and he will hold it.
Great concentration by Hudak. Metzger coming across his face. Never lost sight of it. And if he did, it's still a good catch.
And another beautiful redirect shot there by Cole McCarthy, trying to get a body in front there. As Metzger, Epic, and the rough line will be out there as the puck is behind the net. Being bounced around in front, and Miami trying to sweep away at it. Kept in by Galvin. Knocked away into behind the net here. Number 71 of Miami of Ohio, that is Rob. Knocking it out of the D zone, and Team Ohio back in their own zone. Turns over the puck. Tristan Hamilton trying to get it, with Team Ohio doing battle. And they will knock it out of their own zone. And Rob will send it back in on Stewart. Another wobbly shot there that almost resulted in maybe a little bit of an uncharacteristic goal there.
A nice groan from the Miami side.
Metzger now on the near side in the neutral zone. Will send it in on Hudak. Hudak will redirect it to the near side to Pash. Pash trying to skate up the ice. Looking for him. He's going to take it himself. Near side, and he's going to enter the zone. Pash walks in. Shots over the net. It looked like a funny looking shot there. May have went off of a stick, and Team Ohio will break it out of the zone. This is number 26 now for Team Ohio. The shot on net, that is Ike Mueller. And another save by Hudak. Both goaltenders really holding it down, even though there's been a combined 6 goals here, with the score being 3-3.
Yeah, that last series, Cooper McCarthy with a beautiful pass to Brady Eichmuller. Great puck movement. Another great save by Hudak as well.
Team Ohio with the win on the draw. Cooper McCarthy going to his partner. A shot will go wide of the cage. And Ike Mueller trying to retrieve it. He's going to work against Davey. Will Press will come up with it and find Ringshauser here on the near side. Coming down the right side. Tries to go through the feet of Cooper McCarthy. Can't do so, but Press will pick it up. Gets it to the left point. Sean Cage redirected. Save made by Stewart. Rebounding. He scores! Ringshauser on the doorstep after the redirected shot. Buries the rebound. And back-to-back goals for Miami of Ohio has given them the lead. It's 4-3 with 4:04 left to play.
And you see for Miami, a good team here because they can dig themselves out of holes. However, that may run out for them at some point.
A great back-and-forth matchup here between the top 2 teams in the state. As no Whelan will try to work it near side. Nobody there. Ringshauser will pick up the turnover. Shot from the right dot off the stick of Stewart. Puck is loose and held in by Davey. And the puck is knocked to the slot. Now Ringshauser on the near side board. He will be pinned by Duffy. Puck is worked to the far side, but Todorov at the point is going to keep it in. Will press now, far side boards. Backhands it to Morton. Now to Ringhauser, top of the right circle. Shot low blocker, hits a body in front. Rebound is loose and knocked away by a Team Ohio defender that looked like number 15 gone with the beautiful defensive play. Team Ohio with the turnover now. Tristan Hamilton up the near side boards to Rife. Rife will send it into the zone. Clayton racing toward on the far side. Can't handle it. And Gone will send it out as a body by Rife is put on to Gone. Miami of Ohio sending it into the TO zone. Cole McCarthy will come to the far side. Fires it to the 3-lane here near side to Metzger. Metzger enters the zone, cuts to the middle, gives it. This is his teammate shot off the post. That is Drago on the shot that redirected off of the iron. Now it's Cole McCarthy, left dot, backhands it wide of the cage. Now goes to the far side corner, worked up to the point. It's Galvin. Galvin looks, shot, goes wide of the cage again. This is Salima near side working on Clayton. Metzger there to help. Puck is near the point. Can't get out of the zone. Is Miami of Ohio giving the Drago. Drago shot, save in. Can't rebound. And Metzger with the rebound shot goes wide. And Miami Team Ohio will clear it out of their offensive zone as Jadlos will come up now. Near side, drops it to Metzger. Metzger walks in, fires it to Epic in the slot back in. Or goes wide of the cage. Team Ohio doing all they can to try and put a puck in the back of the net. Metzger with the one-timer whiffs on the shot, and Tristan Hamilton will pick it up. Hamilton will go far side to Ringshauser. Ringshauser cuts to the middle, shot gloved down by Stewart, and he will hold. With 1:56 left in the third period, Team Ohio with a great zone possession there, but can't find the back of the net.
Yeah, Metzger, Epic, and McCarthy all on that fluid movement. Great puck movement. Again, just can't finish it. And we're going to have a timeout.
Looks like maybe a timeout called by head coach Jeff McCarthy of Team Ohio as they are down 1-1 here with 1:56 left in the third period. As we're going to step aside for a break with them. We'll be back. 1:56 left here in the third period. You're listening to North Coast High School Hockey League Division, Travel Division Hockey on Western Reserve Radio.
Are you tired of switching apps just to catch your favorite shows and live events? Say hello to the iMedia One Network app, your one-stop destination for streaming and everything that matters. From national sports to exclusive local content, Western Reserve Radio, Western Reserve Radio 2, and City View Sportscast are now all in one place, anytime, anywhere. Download the free iMedia One Network app on iOS and Android and unlock the future of sports audio in the palm of your hand. The iMedia One Network, your sports app in the Valley.
The stations that always keep you in the zone. I love it.
It's awesome.
Western Reserve Radio, Western Reserve Radio 2, and City View Sportscast, Youngstown, Ohio.
Welcome back inside the Center Ice Sports Complex, coming off of a Team Ohio timeout. 1:56 left in the third period. Miami of Ohio clinging to a one-goal lead. It is 4-3. 5-on-5 action here as the draw is won by Team Ohio in their own zone as Cooper McCarthy, the captain, will get to the near side. We'll skate it up the ice. Now it goes to the middle to Metzger. Back up to Cooper. A little bit of an errant pass, but Cooper will catch up with it. Mini 2-on-1 here. Backhander can't find his teammate Epic on the back door. Knocked away by Miami of Ohio, but kept in by Team Ohio. Salima, near side corner, will chip it around his defender. Trying to cycle it down low to Epic, but Press will handle it and tries to clear the zone, but will hit the netting. And there will be a draw for Team Ohio in the offensive zone with 1:29 left to play. And it looks like head coach Jeff McCarthy is going to pull Stewart for the extra attacker here as they are down 1.
And again, you talk about the power plays here. You got that extra attacker. Same situation. T.O.'s been very successful today.
Will Press winning it. Team Ohio all over it, though. And Metzger is going to cycle it down to Drago in the far side corner. Drago to Salima. Whiffs on the one-timer. Loose puck. Salima fires it back into the far side corner. Now it's Epic near side. Trying to handle the puck. Go back up to the point to Cooper McCarthy. McCarthy's shot goes wide of the cage. Morton with it in front. Trying to clear it, but Drago wins it back. Goes up to the point. It's Cole McCarthy. Over to his brother Cooper. Cooper over to Drago. Can't handle the puck. Morton with it now. Looking to clear. We'll give it to Davey, his teammate. Davey up ahead. 55 seconds. Tries to shoot on the end of the net. What a block by Cole McCarthy. Team Ohio in the zone. Looking for an offside call is the Miami faithful. But Miami will handle possession and send it down into the TO zone. No icing. Cooper McCarthy now will skate it up. And he's going to drop it to for his brother Cole. Cole up to Drago, far side. Drago trying to look for a pass, tipped by Team Ohio, or Miami for that matter. Will Press will send it down the ice and is going to hit the goal line, and an icing is called with 29.6 left in the third period. Miami with the 4-3 lead.
Yeah, 29.6 seconds left. A lot of time here for TO to get some work done, especially you're going to bring this back into the Miami zone, be just to the left of Connor Hudak.
6-on-5, Team Ohio with the extra attacker here. 29.6 left in the third. A great back-and-forth matchup between the top two teams in the state of Ohio. As now this is Cooper McCarthy. This is his brother Cole. Cole, pass off of a skate of a Miami defender. And now Cooper needs to headman the puck here. Drago near side, gives it back to Cooper. Cooper trying to move up the ice, gets through two Miami defenders, tries to make a move at the blue line. Ref takes a fall, and the puck is sent down into the TO zone, and is going to be an ice with 7.4.
The official kind of shaking up here.
As our head ref Don that looked to have taken a spill on the ice.
Cooper McCarthy checking on him. Don, the ever steadfast professional, will dust himself off, stretch it out, and get back to work.
Everybody in the Canton and Cleveland area know Don all too well. Always making an appearance here at our games at Center Ice Sports Complex.
Everybody in hockey's tough.
And it looks like Metzger is going to be knocked out of the circle. Epic will take the draw, 7.4. Draws one by Epic. Epic shot on it. Saved by Hudak. Rebounds. They scored!
Wow! 2.9 seconds left.
Kicked out of the draw was Metzger. Epic came through, poked it through the center's leg, got a shot, and it looks like Metzger tucked it home behind Hudak, 2.9, and we are all knotted up at 4.
And again, for TO, like I said, that extra attacker, whether it be on the power play or you're pulling the netminder, they have been on top of that today, and special teams has just been absolutely the difference.
2.9 seconds, puck is dropped. 1 second, and no overtime it seems to appear here in the showcase. But nonetheless, a tie between the top two teams of the state. 3 periods completed, nothing done on the stat sheet, but an unbelievable back and forth affair between the two teams.
Yeah, kind of a wash for both teams, but I'll tell you, what a display of hockey here. For Miami, though, it's going to be the penalty issue. TO with a lot of special teams opportunities. They capitalized on at least 2 of them, and that was the difference here. And I think when Miami looks back at this, they're going to say, we could have done something different. There were a couple penalties taken that weren't effort penalties. They were post-whistle type penalties, and that really got them today.
As of now, between the two teams, they would not be in the same pool in the Buckeye Cup, as they would most likely have met in the semifinals or championship as the standings stand alone today. But looking forward to the Buckeye Cup with the rankings right now. Looks like in Pool A with the 1, 4, 5, and 8 seed is going to be, as of now, the Miami Redhawks, the Dayton Stealth, the Indian Hill Rangers, and the Newark Generals. And the other pool with the 2, 3, 6, and 7 seeds would be Team Ohio, Canton-Akron, the Cincinnati Cyclones, and the Hilliard Hockey Club. All teams except for Newark in action here this weekend at the Center Ice Sports Complex, as we have Indian Hill and Erie Cathedral Prep set up to do battle right after this. Really just had everything in it this game. Penalties, great play back and forth. Offense, defense, huge saves by Hudak and Stewart, and you couldn't ask for much more.
If you paid to get in, you got your money's worth. And so 2 great games here so far to kick off the Showcase weekend here in Canton. We're going to wrap this one up here. Game 2 of the Showcase weekend. Canton-Akron Jets back in action today at 2:40. They will take on this very same Miami Junior Red Hawks team, looking for their first win. Red Hawks taking the first 2 meetings here in 25-26. Also coming up tomorrow, it will be Canton-Akron taking on Indian Hills. That will be at noon, and then later in the evening, it will be a tilt with the Hilliard Hockey Club as we wrap up this weekend. Plenty of hockey to go before the Buckeye Cup here in the next couple weeks. A lot of movement we will anticipate. So for Will Craven, I'm Jim Craven. Thanks for joining us here this morning. We will see you back here at 2:40 p.m. as the Canton-Akron Jets get ready to take on the Miami Junior Red Hawks. And we appreciate you joining us here on this early and very cold Saturday morning. So we will see you on the backside.
We thank you for joining us for this special presentation of Western Reserve Radio. And we now return to our regularly scheduled programming. You're listening to Western Reserve Radio at westernreserveradio.com on the Live 365 network and the Live 365 app.
That's 800-219-2494.
We're back with On Point Live. Jackie Slater, Vince Ferragamo, former Los Angeles Rams Super Bowl experts, taking a look at the last weekend's championship games and onto the coming Super Bowl. Vince Ferragamo, got to start with you here, and then we'll get to Jackie, who's got some pictures to share with us as well, too. We talked about Sean McVay. We talked about the fortuitous bust, which I think, Vince, you mentioned that's a chance. Well, was it a chance, or was it something that both of you have talked about all season long, and that is, why did the Rams get rid of Cooper Kupp? And guess who picked them up? Seattle. Vince, your thoughts?
Yeah, don't trade them to your divisional rival like Seattle. But when Mike McDonald and John Schneider went for their offensive coordinator and Kurt Kubiak, they signed him in January of 2025. Then they picked up Sam Darnold, who was available from Minnesota, which was a great move on their part because they lost Geno Smith, and he came to Seattle on March 27th. And guess what happened on March 28th? They pick up Cooper Kupp. I mean, if this wasn't the downfall of the Rams, I mean, what else is? This guy brings experience. He brings intuition. He just knows how to play the game. He knows how to convey this to his former teammates, and he knows the Rams better than anybody else. It is mind-boggling, and this